mindfulness, which is the practice of being aware of your thoughts and feelings in the moment. Mindfulness.
You are now tuned into the Mindful Exchange podcast. Episode
77.
77. Damn. That means
Don't call
77
CPS
weeks.
on me.
That Luka Doncic.
Oh shit!
Yo, I take bribes, bro.
I got you.
Take bribes.
I'm still gonna punch him in the face.
Yo, FTK.
Fuck them kids, bro.
How was everybody's holiday, man? Christmas just passed, man.
That shit was complicated.
Yeah.
A little weird. It was a little weird. It was what the fuck's the word I'm looking for?
Fat.
Not this nigga.
That's the right word.
He said, "What's the word I'm looking for?" I said,
Expensive as hell,
I'm
bro.
not talking about your boot.
Yo.
It was damn.
My boot costs as much as your outfit.
What's that say?
What's the word? It's a word that I'm missing.
The medical field.
No,
is getting
nigga,
money.
not you. You
So-
fucking fat bitch.
So you said it was weird?
It was very weird, but there's a word that
So
awkward.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay.
Bro, that was the first
What-
word
so-
that came to my head. I should have just said
You
it.
should have just said it. Yeah. No, it was very awkward. Like to go do Christmas at like my wife's house or my wife's people's house, and everybody's like, "Hey, how you doing, brother?" And
Oh, man.
you know what I mean. So like that was a little awkward. And then the dude like had to show up for a little bit. He
old
never
boy
came in the
came
house.
there?
Yeah, he never came in the house. But
Better
like,
man than me, bro.
yeah,
bless
exactly.
you.
Everybody said that to me. They was
God
like, "I'm
bless you.
so proud of your fucking discipline." I was like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck."
Well, you're in good spirits, and that's all we care about. You know
Very
what I'm
good.
saying? And it's a beautiful thing to see it, man.
Very good.
Word.
Happy as a motherfucker.
Hoodie, how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was great. You know what I mean? I wrapped myself in some wrapping paper and sat under the tree and let motherfuckers open me as a present, bitch, because I'm all the presents that my family needed.
All I want for Christmas is an extra feet.
That's a good extra foot. 5 extra toes.
Yo.
Nah, but my Christmas was
Nigga,
good
that's
though.
8.
You know what I mean? I was a little under the weather, but you know my kids and my grandkids, they had a great Christmas. My wife was excited, and that's really all that matters.
Beautiful team.
You know what I'm saying?
Glad you're feeling better, too, man.
Starting to. This shit has been crazy.
Outbreak monkey.
God
Hey,
damn.
over there.
It's all right.
No, I'm just ducking viruses. That's it. I'm ducking them shits like Neo from the Matrix, bro.
I ain't mad at you. Quest the one that gave it to everybody last week.
That's a fact.
Nah, bro.
We met face to face.
Nah,
I tried to dab him down. He
That's a
wouldn't even
fact. That
dab me
nigga-
down. He was
that-
like,
Quest-
nah.
Yo, let me tell you
Quest
why.
think he don't be sick because he take vitamin C all the time and steroids
That
and
ain't the only-
HGH and all that other shit. So that nigga think he like in tip top shape all the
Nigga,
time.
I am, nigga. I'm
That's the
Wolverine
problem.
Crest, nigga. Listen, let me tell you why I don't get sick like that, though. Last time I've been sniffy sick was 2023.
That's a lie.
That was last year.
I was gonna say
That's a lie.
Yeah, you was making it sound like, yo, like
no, that's
20
a lie.
years ago.
That's a lie. I got a text from him in 2024 that nigga was super sick.
That wasn't that kind of sick.
Yo,
It was stomach
why
virus.
Niggas hating on your immune system?
Because Nick,
he brought.
I don't know.
I'm
It's in
just
niggas.
saying.
Yo,
The
son,
nigga
it's in
messaged me
son,
that
it's
he
in
was
niggas
sick,
DNA.
sick.
It was in niggas DNA.
He was
nigga, I'll
sick.
show you the
That's what the
text.
nigga said. He's like, I'm fucked
Hey,
up. I'm
yo.
sick.
That nigga,
That
nigga
was in
nephew tried to tell
February.
you he keep receipts.
That was
It
a-
was 2024. though.
no, but that
Why
was
did you say
That's what he
that?
said. I got receipts, motherfucker.
that was stomach bug. That wasn't this sick. This is sick, nigga. That was. I don't count this. I don't count that shit, nigga. Nah, man, my shit was dope though,
Good?
bro. Yeah,
Good shit?
yeah. Niggas need to sanitize their phones, niggas. That's
Real
what I'm gonna say.
shit. UV?
Sanitize your phones, nigga. Y'all niggas be dapping niggas up, touching your phone, washing your hands, eating food, and then touching your phone.
Yo, let me ask y'all a question
Niggas.
since you said that. Me and Liz was talking about this shit yesterday because I brought it up. I was like, okay. After I work with all of them damn kids, right? What?
He said, "Toss me that shit right there."
Oh, yeah, we sanitized up.
Yeah,
We
son, word
sanitized it
up.
So when you go out for the day, you see mad people maybe at an event or something, right? You dapping mad people down. Do you wash your hands before you go to the bathroom? Because I do every time.
Before.
Since I got sick with
I know what
COVID,
you're saying.
I wash my hands before I go to the bathroom.
So normally for me, when I go to a big event, like we had the Christmas event, I had a small sanitizer in my pocket.
Oh yeah, you stay with
Yeah,
that.
I
shit.
stay with them
And so
shits,
for
too.
me, I stay with the sanitizer. Yeah, so I stay with the
Yeah.
sanitizer. So like when we do them events,
Yeah.
because we got the grant, the COVID-19 grant, they
Yeah.
gave us all that stuff. So I always stay
Yeah.
with the sanitizer. So
my
I mean,
thing
would-
is, I don't. When I be working with them kids at the facility, there is no sanitizer. You can't have
Anywhere.
it there.
Yeah.
So when you leave from
Yo.
out back to out front, the first thing you encounter is the bathroom. So the first thing I do is I go in there and I scrub my hands.
Yeah.
And if I have to use the bathroom, I use the bathroom after I scrub my hands because it's like
I
I
we
do
all
that at the
have-
gym. I do that at the gym.
I
we
do
all-
it everywhere. Like I think if you're saying like before you do something, like if you're gonna touch your
yourself.
meat,
Yeah.
yeah, if you're gonna touch
Yeah.
your meat,
Yeah.
make sure that motherfucker's clean.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like if I touch I work with a bunch of shit and I go to some nasty places. So if I'm like touching stuff and I gotta piss before I
Yeah.
like piss, if I gotta hold it
Yeah.
to wash my hands, I'm gonna hold it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not finna touch my shit.
There has been times where I was like, I had to pee real bad and I had to like improvise.
You had to
How
just
I-
you had to
down and just-
freestyle it. You had to
yeah,
freestyle it. Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oops, sorry, got your
gotta
forehead up. But
Yo, you know what's
You gotta
fucked
be
up about
You gotta
that?
be able to pee without using your hands.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I got aim. I can go. deep.
Same here.
Look,
Same here,
look,
fam.
I know exactly the spot I'm gonna hit. I only gotta use my. I
Well,
can be
what do
way
you
rest.
do in the army?
What are you saying? Do
Oh.
what? As in pissing?
Yeah,
With
so
your
he
hands.
said he got aim, but that's what he do. That nigga know how to shoot some shit.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I can pretty much, like shit anywhere.
that's gangster, man.
Me too. I mean, if you gotta go, nigga, you gotta go.
Not me. I'm bougie. I ain't gonna lie.
I was too.
Nah, I'm good, nigga. I
You
would
got a
literally
porta
take a
potty
sanitized
somewhere?
wipe.
You gonna be like, you got a porta potty somewhere?
Bro, I would
Got a
go get
toilet?
soap
Word
on a
up.
paper towel
I'ma
and wipe
take-
the
I'm-
entire seat
I'm
down.
gonna take my leg off and I'm gonna sit one half of my body on that joint and I'm gonna go ahead and handle my business.
Nah, I'm good. I'm not shitting on myself, nigga. I will wipe a toilet seat down till that bitch is glistening.
I'll toilet paper
I
that
ain't
nigga
sitting
out.
on
Yeah.
that motherfucker,
Yeah,
man.
bro. Like
Yo,
I
you
ain't
know what's
doing that.
fucked up by the facility?
What?
They got sanitizer dispensers, right? New ones.
There ain't no fucking sanitizer in them shits. I ain't
Nah,
seen
they
Half
got
the
new
time,
ones.
facts.
I got
like on
it.
the units.
Yeah.
Oh,
I put some. That shit's soap, bro.
Yo, some of that sanitizer be having your
Oh,
hands smell
nigga.
like you done drink some tequila and shit.
Facts.
Nah, that's a fact.
That shit smell
But this
like
was
like
soap.
Seagrams.
Nigga, you had to go wash your hands after
niggas got the
this.
budget sanitizer. Like,
What?
You get pulled over by the police. Like you been drinking. I smell gin. It's like
No, that's
nah, bro. I just-
sanitizer, bro.
Like,
I was
that's
at
y'all
McDonald's. I
niggas
picked
shit.
up a number 7. That's all I have.
I was like, nigga, I just left the police station and used y'all hand sanitizer.
Facts.
Deshaun,
Check that out.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad that you could come back for the holidays.
I'm glad you invited me back out to the pod.
Always, man.
I love it out here.
Listen, not
Good
only did
combo.
we have a dope ass session the other day, like them joints you did was crazy, man. I was playing them when Jetta and Sir pulled up too. You know what I mean?
I gotta hear them.
Yeah, dope.
Yup.
And one of them he freestyled off the top, and the shit came out crazy.
man.
That's a lost art.
Crazy.
Punch
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
punch in,
That's
or
a
just
lost art.
going, punch in.
He was
the
going.
process was like I was not necessarily prepared, but I was flowing. So it was like I was present.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like calculated or like pre-written out. It's like
And you
I'm
wasn't
here
thinking
and
mad
I'm
hard
figuring
about
out
it. He
and
just
be
let it-
present with the motion of the music.
I've always wanted
Going
to
through
do
it.
that. That's dope.
I've seen
I
you
got
do it.
I got to try that one day.
I've seen you do it.
No, in the booth.
Yeah.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
booth.
I
gotta
can't
try
tap
that.
into that space anywhere. It has to be like an environment where I'm like present and comfortable. I don't know. I come here and I just sort of vibe out. Shit. We made some fire. We made some fire tracks the other
Word
day.
up, man.
And I'll just keep going. I want to make more. Not gonna stop.
Yeah, I want to hear that shit.
So how was your holiday?
It's great. Like I originally didn't want to come back to New York. I wanted like every time I get a time to like take a
Where were you
break,
coming from?
I'm trying to go on vacation, go to a different state, something new. But I have to return home to the family. Got to
Where were
spend time
you?
with the family.
Where were you coming from?
Georgia. So like
Okay.
Savannah.
Okay.
Got to see the fam.
Yeah. They be scattered around, so I gotta make time for them.
Yeah,
Like, gotta be here. And they're calling me over there. Like,
yeah.
So
Everybody want to see you.
That's
You know what
adulthood, brother. That's how it works, man. You know, wait till you get married. Shoot, when I got married, I had to go to my grandma's, her mom's, my mom's, this person's house.
I mean? Shit, we call it tour.
You see what I'm
Holiday
saying?
tour.
Around.
There ain't no just sitting in the crib. Just nah, you up early going to this one, that one, and like you said, you bouncing around all motherfucking
trying
day.
to schedule it out. Everybody wants to prepare a meal.
Yeah,
and like you can't eat like you know what I'm saying.
That's what you
that
take a
much
plate
per
Take
day.
for.
a plate.
That's
Prepare me
love
a
though,
plate.
man.
fact.
That, you know what it
I
is?
can grab that.
I think your whole family is proud of you that you did what you had to do. They don't get to see you all year. So when you come back, they showing their love and appreciation for you by prepping those meals. Because imagine coming around and you don't get the motherfucking meals.
Yo, are you
Right,
still
yeah.
in the army?
Yeah, I just signed on for another 4.
How close do you think we are to war?
Damn.
That's a good question, bro.
Depends on who you're talking about with.
I feel like we're at war already. Like, well, I'm not at war, but like
For sure.
there's always a spiritual war, and I try to keep it with my battles. I try to keep what I can handle, what I can take care of. So like, there's a spiritual war all the time, and I just try to make sure I'm doing my part to keep my head above water for the ones I love.
Well, I mean, you can get sent anytime, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that time is coming sooner or later?
You out?
Hey, you gotta go.
Oh my God, Quest, you good?
Love you, brother.
That's crazy stuff,
Brody.
man.
Hey, message me if I gotta go.
It's about being just being prepared, I guess.
Are
You
you?
never know, you know.
Are you prepared?
Yeah, I'm prepared. But I mean, you never know till you're in there, you know.
You got any kids?
No, I don't have no kids.
He hesitated on that. He might have
Because he
something
don't know
floating
for
around.
real. He don't know for real. You've been around this.
Nah, I mean, but I
motherfucker,
mean-
right?
I had some slip ups, so I don't know. That. But
Yeah,
I
he took a
also,
couple
You'll
straight
hear it
shots.
in about 9 months.
Pull some of this nigga. Hey,
Just don't listen to this nigga over here.
First of all, I'm the most brilliant nigga in this room.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, everybody got
You the
their
lightest
opinion.
nigga in this room.
No. Nigga lighter than me.
Nah, y'all about same.
Y'all
Yeah,
about
some
to-
good holidays,
close.
though.
All three of us
Yeah,
about
good
the
holidays.
It's close, yeah.
Oh, damn, Quest left.
Yeah, he had to.
We outnumbered. Bunch of light
That's a
skinned niggas.
fact.
Well, Hoodie,
Who
we
outnumbered?
taking you today.
Yeah, you the last nigga
Who's
to left.
outnumbered?
I ain't gonna lie to you
He
though.
too damn young.
I ain't gonna lie to you though, Cap. You
too
a
damn
lot
young.
lighter
How
than
old
the
you?
last time I seen you.
I'm
It's
23.
crazy.
Yeah, he too young. That nigga don't count.
I've been in the house, bruh. Dev, how was your
Good,
Christmas?
man. I got the big presents this year. I wasn't playing, but I wasn't playing as it since I'm not shopping all day.
Yeah.
So I went in there. I was
You
like,
leaving too?
boom, 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 boom. Christmas done.
I do my shit online, man, and go pick it up.
Same.
I can't because
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not.
Or
they-
not send it
niggas
to the
be
address of the house.
bullshit. I just don't like getting something online and it don't come in the metrics I see.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Certain shit you can't get online.
Right, and
yeah.
I don't necessarily know, but I just seen the good deals. Like I seen 2 electric scooters, they were both for $79.
Yeah.
And then on the shelf before the sale, it was like $140. I was like,
For one?
for one,
Oh, shit.
and I got both of them
Yeah.
for the one price. Basically,
Damn.
So you know what you got to do, because that's what I did. Remember I told you about them Bluetooth speakers that I
Yeah.
seen? So them joints, that shit was like $90. Well, I seen online, and shit said $49. So I
Oh,
went,
shit.
and I was
You gotta
like,
make
I
them
went, and I was
perspective,
like,
right?
hey yo.
I hate to have
I
to deal
said-
with you. At
I
a
said, hey yo,
sales
I was like, I went, I put, and they had 2 of them shits. So
Yeah.
imagine, nigga, I'm riding around in the scooter thing at Walmart with these 2 big ass Bluetooth speakers and the thing. So I pull up and I said, yo, ma'am, listen. I said,
You
I was online and these joints said $49 and I was gonna order them, but since I'm here, ain't these the same
they
speakers?
gotta honor it. They gotta.
She
honor
was
it.
like, yeah, but I said, yeah, but what? I mean, tell me what the
That
difference
nigga
is.
Hoodie
sweetheart.
turn it up.
"Yo, I did that shit
He
at
could turn
Trader
it up.
Joe's for
You
my
ain't-
pressure washer."
She might have just gave you an extra one instead of going back and forth with
But
your ass. Like,
word up, she gave me the free
Nah, that shit-
warranty shit.
word.
Word up.
Yo, I actually did that shit at Harbor Freight this year. I
What?
want to go get a pressure washer.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, why I just seen this online for this price, but I come here and it's this price? He was like, I don't know. I'm like, nah. But you're the manager though.
Ooh.
Like, so this online shit, it gotta make some sense. He was like, all right, listen, go to the desk, show him this, you'll pay this.
Sometimes you just gotta lay it down with the motherfuckers.
Cause I'm
right?
trying to get the deal, nigga. Why the
Yeah.
deal? Why the deal with specific places?
World shit.
Shitting me, it's the World Wide Web, nigga.
I seen a video where this kid was in like Walmart and it was Black Friday shit. So they had the Black Friday price on there and he flipped it up for the original price, and it was the
Same
same
shit.
price.
Same
Word.
Same
Yup.
fucking price, nigga.
Got him.
They be trying to get niggas.
Shit, how was your holiday,
Walmart.
Jetta? Oh, my bad,
holiday.
Jeff. My bad. I ain't, nope. Finish, nigga.
finish what
I
you
like
gotta
to hear
say,
you
finish
talk,
what you
nigga.
saying.
You a
I was
rapper
gonna
on the
say,
low.
I got some fucking. You ever had a electric scooter growing up?
Nah, I had a
Wait a minute.
Remember
Nigga,
when
we
those,
had big wheels growing up.
Nah, you're right.
Fuck you talking about? An electric
Yo,
scooter, nigga?
Hoodie, you ain't see how I looked at him. I didn't know if that was a shot or not. I
Word
was
up.
like,
The only we had
could you
only
afford
only
an
our
electric
white friends
scooter?
had
That wasn't
the
even made
I
yet.
can't relate.
had the
Yo,
an
had one
electric
growing up,
scooter,
right?
We
nigga.
didn't have a car, nigga.
Word up,
I had an
motherfucker.
imagination. I'd imagine,
We was using shopping
imagine that.
carts, taking our clothes to
Yeah,
the laundromat.
that's what it
Nigga, we
was.
didn't even have in-house laundry.
Nigga, what? I had one of them. Remember when the hoverboards was first popping?
Yeah.
What was it, like 8, 9 years ago? Maybe longer than that.
It
10
was
years
like
ago?
8,
It was like 10, I think.
Nigga, our hoverboards looked like
I remember it was
the only hoverboard we knew was when Michael J. Fox did that shit
Word.
in Back to the Future,
You
nigga.
swore
That
them shits was coming out too. Right?
word up.
But when they did drop, I got the boys. I got all 3 of the kids one. Juliet didn't like it, but I took my boys on a venture-ish ride for like 20 minutes until them shits died, nigga. We was floating
Damn.
around on Myers, son.
Like, I could never get off on no hoverboard, bro.
That
Them
shit
shit-
was. I can't
But
do
y'all
it
see a
now.
video with Mike Tyson when he was on one?
He busted his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he busted his ass. But yo,
Ain't he
I
like
got-
I wonder what
60?
that conversation was after that video.
you
shouldn't
can't
have
talk to that nigga.
You shouldn't have did that.
He said,
You just,
"Oh my God."
that's just, are you okay? That's, are you okay?
I got a bacchiotomy. I broke my spine.
Oh my god.
My
Yo,
spine's
if
broken.
you laugh at that nigga,
He gonna
you
see
gotta
us be
get
like,
up out of there.
Oh, I'm gonna laugh
"Watch what
at
happens
that.
when I catch
I'm
you."
laughing at him and I'm quoting Michael Jackson. Mikey, are you okay? Are you okay, Mikey? You've been struck by.
But I got my little cousins, 2 electric scooters, right? They came from Florida. They dad been in prison and shit. They mom in prison. And shit.
Yeah.
They even live with my grandma.
Real
They
shit.
all moved up here. So I got them 2 electric scooters, right? And they started using them. That shit was like the happiest day they life.
Stuck on them.
It's
motherfuckers,
dope.
huh?
That's what's
Telling
up.
you, when you
Beautiful
grown
thing,
and you
man.
don't get gifts,
Yeah.
the joy is seeing the happiness your gifts
Yeah,
bring out.
that's
yeah,
what me and
for
my
sure.
wife do. We get each other gifts and shit, but we OD with the kids. You know what I
Got
mean?
you, man.
And to the point, I don't be telling my wife what I get my kids until it's too late for her to like
No judgment.
be
no-
mad about it.
Yeah, it's out.
Because every year she be like, "Go spend a lot of money on," and I be like, "I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm getting what
It's,
I want to."
it's Christmas, birthdays. I'm spending
Word
money
shit,
them days.
man.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Yo,
spent
I ain't
that
gonna
check
lie.
I just got that day.
That's gangster.
I'm like, yo,
Nigga
that
was
shit-
looking at that check like,
yo,
it's gone.
it's gone.
It's gone.
And I already had the shit I was gonna buy planned
Yeah,
already. So I was
yeah.
like, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, got $79 left.
That's gangster, bro.
B.
It's about giving away to the people you love, man. Like, you know, I don't, you know, that whole white Santa Claus shit. That ain't
That's
never
out.
been real. We know Hoodie is the real Santa Claus.
I mean,
Black
the nigga's
Santa.
name,
Real shit.
He just
the
shaved
nigga's
right
name is
after.
Saint Nicholas.
Yo, but
He's
listen.
from Turkey. You know the nigga ain't white.
But listen though, nephew, I need you to verify something. I had the dopest Santa Claus intro
Oh, that's a
ever
fact.
in the world, son.
That's a fact.
Word up. So
That
listen.
shit was lit.
So,
it
listen,
could
I
have been
had-
more lit if he came in with Nuck If You Buck. That shit was lit, bro.
So, you know, I have with the dance troupe, you know what I mean? Shout out to Jen and my wife, you know what I mean? 607 Unity Dance. They all had their little elf
Elf,
outfit.
nigga, elf, nigga, ELF,
So-
nigga, elf. It's 3 letters, nigga.
That's what Hoodie's goodies do. Yo,
Right, exactly, nigga.
Remind me of that later with that cookie.
LMBPNO.
What is it?
Oh,
later
man.
cookie. Just don't forget.
Wait, I don't want to forget neither.
I got it. I'm going
'Cause
to
I was
remember.
you know what I said? I want some edibles too. So you got some
See?
cookies?
You know what?
That shit looks so good,
Got some
nigga.
cookies?
I almost took a piece.
You got cookies, trail
but I
mix,
didn't. I said
lollipops.
no.
I'm telling you, I'll
So
pull
Hoodie,
up after this.
all right, I'm gonna let it go. But Hoodie's goodies, we got mint chocolate chip brownies, sweet potato pies, peanut butter cookies, kettle corn Chex Mix, and a THC infused, Bailey infused hot chocolate bomb. Hoodie's goodies menu. Holla at me.
Is kettle the sweet ones?
Yeah.
Sweet joints? What do you got there? Chest mix?
Yeah.
So it's sweet
That
chest
cookie
mix?
looked so crazy because when
Got it.
Deshaun came back in, I'm sitting here, you know, recorded Ethan, right? And then he put it right there next to me. It was like, that's for E-Dub. I was like, all right. He walked away. I'm sitting there recording. Then I turned around and looked. I said, damn.
I got an inquiry.
That's a damn good-looking cookie.
Boy, you better stop moving on that goddamn chair.
to, bro. I can't. It just
That shit was on
Thing
the.
gonna break.
That shit was on the mic. Y'all heard that shit?
I already
I heard that shit. She said,
I tightened it up for him, though. Because
She
he was
said,
complaining about it. I tightened it up. So if he falls, it's his fault at this point.
And I'm telling you, I ain't no doctor, so I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah, that chair made it.
You ain't been putting on no weight. You just been wearing them skinny ass sweatshirts.
Nah, the chair was an answer. They said, Cap, are you too black?
I
The
don't
chair
know
said,
what he's saying.
I don't know.
I don't know what he's saying, but hey,
Jetta, how was your holiday, bro?
This nigga crazy.
How was your holiday?
My holiday was all right.
You got talking to the mic.
I just worked.
Got to grind.
you get that
I
holiday
had, to, I
pay.
had to. Yeah, for the other.
Yes,
Nah.
sir.
This year, I gotta be there for.
A year?
I gotta be there for 6 months before I get like the holiday
Oh, yeah.
bonuses and shit. Yeah, I
Nigga,
was.
that's Christmas.
But I've only. There
Nigga, them
for-
niggas already pay like it's holiday.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so-
they pay like,
Yeah, but then within 2.5 months, I made 27.
$27 what?
now listen. So in
I
a
can't
day,
find the buzzer.
In a day, I remember one time you texted me and you was telling me how much you made in
Yeah, I made
one day.
almost 900.
Are you talking about the playground? What are you talking about?
He said, "Where you work at the playground?"
Right. This nigga sells shoes and cocaine.
Yo, bro.
At,
What you talking about?
At Finger Lakes,
Finger Lakes
traffic
what?
control, flagging.
You said in
Traffic
2
control.
days? You said in 2 days? you
Nah,
made
one
900?
day I made almost $900.
Traffic
What you mean,
control.
you get paid daily?
Like, you stand out there with signs, or you like directing airplanes,
Yeah,
nigga?
this-
Because
yeah,
traffic
nah.
control could
Yeah,
mean a lot of
I'm
things.
standing with signs. I'm
Very good
flagging.
point.
So you literally
flagging.
just standing there with signs, and you that's how.
Yeah, but it's really.
Nigga, I need a
but
a
you
manager.
now?
really like
You doing that now?
dangerous ass job, bro.
That shit
You
dangerous.
doing
as
that
fuck,
now?
bro.
I got hit, huh?
You doing that? What?
You got hit.
Fuck what I'm talking
Yo, I ain't
about.
gonna lie to you.
I got hit by a car, but it's not like it sounds.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If you got hit by a car, you deserve it. You seen that motherfucker coming.
No. All right, so I'm gonna tell you how it happened. Let me tell you how it happened.
Lawsuit.
So dudes come.
I'd have
right?
still been laying on the
I
ground.
got to stop.
Nigga,
Right now, bro.
my hair follicles hurt, nigga. Everything hurt, nigga. Everything hurt. My back,
I'd
my
have still been
neck.
laying on that street from October, my nigga. It would have been October, Jenna. I'd have still been out there like this.
Like that.
I'd have kicked my leg down the street, bitch. I'd have been out there leg off, nigga. What you talking about? I'd have still, listen.
I'd have been hurt, nigga. My cuticles hurt, nigga. This shit is crazy.
I got one question. How long have you been there?
Almost like 2.5 months.
And you got hit by a slow moving car because you're in great
So
health.
listen, let me tell you the story. Real
Did it hit
real
you in the
quick.
hairline?
Just real quick. all
Shave
right?
some off.
So I'm holding the red flag like this because it's a one lane. So you got to switch your lane going here to go down. So there's gonna be cars coming this way.
Talking to the mic, bro.
I have my red flag like this. I'm holding it, and the dude's coming. The truck's coming, but he tries to go in the lane. So I jump in the lane with the flag like this. He comes back into the lane and then keeps coming towards me and then tries to go around me on the left side. So I stop him. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? I was like, there's cars coming this way. He's like, there's an old man. He's like, I can't see you. I can't see the red flag. There's a truck behind you with a red thing on it. And there's you got a mile with the signs to look for me.
Yeah.
So as he's sitting there, he's literally like this close, like right here. And I'm just yelling back and forth, like, just wait. And then they told me I could send. So I tell him, I'm like, all right, you can go, man. Just go. And as I'm going like this, he guns it.
Like he wanted to
In
hit
front
your
of his-
ass.
Yeah,
like,
in front of his car, nigga just hit my head.
Son,
arm
I
mad
would've got
hard.
That was
nigga
racism, bro.
plate number
That was
two.
I
racism.
felt like it. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga.
stop that
Darren-
motherfucker.
That nigga treated
Darren
like
ran you over on
protester.
purpose, nigga.
Yeah,
Word
that shit
up,
was
man.
crazy.
That's a fact.
But nah, you get paid good ass money. It really is kind of dangerous
Are
because
you
people
doing
are
that
dumb
right?
as
You doing
hell.
that right now in the cold?
Nah, I'm whenever
Yeah,
they call
he
me,
in the cold, nigga.
Yeah, it was like 8 degrees out.
Bro,
there.
you can Google that shit. You say,
Yeah.
did that cracker run this nigga over on purpose? And that shit gonna say, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
Nah, I wish you would have fucked me up. Nigga, I'd have got paid.
All that
You
Don't
should
say
have,
it.
nigga. I'd have laid the fuck down.
Nigga, that nigga
You just
would've
gotta
broke
hit
my
that
wrist.
ballerina spin.
Bro,
as
I
soon
would
as
have
you got
laid
hit.
hell yeah. That little twist and turn, and then,
Yo, so real quick, Cap.
Yo.
Not to cut you off, Jetta. You know what I mean?
I didn't do it, nigga.
But we
But
got
Did. But you did. I didn't even tell you how my holiday was.
Well,
Oh yeah, yeah.
then go ahead and say
Oh,
how
you know
your
what? You know
holiday
what?
was.
Before you do that, let's bring order back into the courtroom because that's what Hoodie was just about to do. We really got to get to this content, right?
Yeah.
So as opposed to talking over each other and just interjecting, how about we dive into what the fuck we got to do after we get the holiday stuff out the way?
All right,
'Cause
real quick. Holiday was good. Got to get
Good,
my
all
son
right,
something
Caps, how
I
you
never
doing?
got.
Huh?
What we were
I
talking
said
about
good,
before.
good. Then how you
You
doing, Cap?
stupid, nigga. You
You
so
lucky I don't got my, you lucky I don't got
shit.
my vigilant button.
Yo, I'm gonna figure something
We can't
out to
have the
put over
caramel
there,
on
just
caramel
like
crime.
something singular. Maybe Bluetooth, because if you have something on your phone that's Bluetooth,
He don't need no
you can't turn
goddamn
it.
button.
I ain't gonna lie, Jed. He mad because you a little bit more light skinned than him. That's the problem.
Now he way more light skinned than me.
Yeah, that's the problem. He,
I ain't gonna lie,
Y'all
you was,
niggas look
yeah,
like
I was
sugar
darker
cookies.
in the summer though.
I was
Y'all
dark.
niggas-
Yeah, I was
y'all
mad
niggas
dark.
might be the same shade around.
Nah,
Yeah, y'all close though.
Go
I'm
like
light
this.
You
skinned.
close,
Go
bro.
like this,
I'm
put
light,
your
light.
fist up.
If nephew wasn't fat,
Oh,
he'd
me and
be our
Neff?
color.
Yeah, me and Neff.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
oh,
close.
Nah, Jetta, pull up.
Yeah,
your
I
sleeve.
pull
if
this
nephew
shit
wasn't-
back, this shit
if
is
nephew
crazy.
wasn't fat, he'd be
Bro,
our
I'm
color.
Caucasian
Because
as
his skin
fuck
is
up here.
stretched
Nah,
out.
look
He's a
how-
little lighter.
I'm
Look how
white as
white
shit
he
up
How
is.
was your
here.
holidays, Jetta?
Holidays was good, man. Like I said, we were talking earlier about getting kids shit that we never really got. I was able to get him his motherfucking computer that he wanted, man. Gaming computer. He was happy as hell to see the look on his face when he got that shit.
That's so gangster, man.
Warm your
That was
heart,
dope.
don't it?
Yeah, that was dope. It came a little late. Didn't have the money to
Nah,
do
be
it right
like
on
that,
Christmas,
bro.
but like the
Nigga
next,
beat,
like the
yeah.
next day type shit. I had to get
That's
my
the best
check.
feeling in
That's
the
what we
world,
call
bro.
life, bro.
Yeah, so
Shit,
But
when
it
we
was
was
good.
when we
It was
was
good.
kids, we would have the Kurt. Tell them about it. Christmas is in January when we
Yo.
get them tax advances.
Niggas ain't know about December 24th or 25th. Soon as tax season was here, that
Wow.
was the real motherfucking Christmas.
Yeah,
bro.
hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Now I was 12 years old getting socks, nigga.
I don't think they're giving it up like they
Unwrapping
was back
socks.
then, though.
As an
Oh,
adult
yeah.
now, if a motherfucker gave me
Yo.
some socks, I'd be happy as fuck.
I
I
just
got
pay. I don't
10 years
get
old.
anything back. I pay.
Hey,
That's it.
I did.
I got you back though. I'm gonna give you something.
What?
Oh, you talking about taxes?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was talking about the present. Cause I'm getting you in the course
Yeah.
tomorrow. Actually,
Nah, just keep coming
What's
to the
up?
pod. That's all you got to
I
do.
work on this day,
Oh,
so I'm off right now because my car fucked up a little bit. I gotta get my sensors.
Damn.
I got a rear speed sensor.
How is your car in the weather? Like in the
Great.
cold, the ice shit too, snow.
I got modes.
Yeah, because I've been thinking of getting a new joint. And remember when we was up at?
That nigga said I got modes and a rear sensor.
He got
nigga.
that new
He got a Diddy
technology in
problem.
his shit, man. He got that new tech.
Nah, real shit. It's just because my speed sensor fell off. So now I got to get the speed sensor on and the code's cleared for my shit to drive. how it's
Yeah,
supposed to.
I know what you mean.
Though.
Cap, how was your holidays?
Shit, my holiday was great, man. Like I always say it that it's always good to get all of my kids together because they're all grown. 2 of them at college. 1 of them kind of lives in the house.
Yeah, that's tough.
So when they're adults, it's like that shit is not easy.
At all.
Nah, because then they got boyfriends, girlfriends. They're here, they're there. But once we all get together like Voltron, that's the best feeling. And I always tell them that when we're together. And I think back in the past, they probably used to look at me like I was like, "Why is Daddy so extra?" You know what I mean? But now it's like,
You got one daughter, right?
yeah,
She got a boyfriend?
yeah. He's a very
How did y'all met and all that and all
Yeah,
that?
that's a
stuff?
whole.
Hell yeah.
That's
How
a
you
whole
go
nother
for you?
topic.
yeah.
Dev.
No, listen.
Yeah, we probably can't get into that right now, huh?
No, we can because I can summarize it real quick. He's a very good guy, good head on his shoulders. He's in school. He doesn't get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? He's the type of individual you'd want your daughter with.
Good.
First time I met him,
Got a golden
Did
pad.
you do the?
I said I got lucky, bro. Now, Juliet's grandmother, my baby mom's mom, was saying, like, because I was kind of like not grilling him, but asking him a series of questions. And Juliet was like, "Dad, why you keep asking him so many questions?" She said, "That's what fathers do."
Oh,
Is
for real.
he
That was the end of it.
is he with her at Harvard or?
Nah. He's not with her at
forgot
Harvard. That
she's
would
at
be
fucking Harvard.
Yeah, son.
God
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
That's
But-
crazy, man.
This was a great Christmas. I was able to get my kids all the shit that I wanted that they might not have even wanted is what I wanted. They were happy as fuck. And that family time, that's what means the most to me. And they all understand the value of that. You understand what I'm saying? So that feeling, knowing that they understand the value of that,
Brings it all together.
that shit is
Man,
Where is Harvard?
Boston.
but that's
Shit, I might ask you to ride out there with me sometime.
Word.
Gotta
Oh,
be
you
Because
gotta
you like
take
to
me.
drive on the highway,
You
right?
gotta take me.
First of all, I'll go just because I'll take a ride with you. I know
Just the
conversations
content
will
of
be
me on a
lit.
Harvard campus. Oh my god.
Oh, nigga, yeah.
that shit
I'll
would be
go.
golden.
You're going to jail.
I'm not going to jail.
Method Man.
Can it be on the
Redman.
Wednesday, Thursday?
I don't know at this point. She's in her sophomore year. So I'm just saying I want to go out there more, but I'm not driving by myself. I'm not that highway nigga unless it's an emergency.
If
You know
it's
what I
on
mean?
the Wednesday, Thursday, you can call me anytime.
I'll
'cause
fly
that's
out
just
that
my
bitch
days off
before I
right now.
drive, man.
Where Boston 5, right?
4.5, 5. If you
Yeah,
drive
man.
fast like Marshall.
Ain't nothing. I drive faster
That
than
nigga
Marshall.
was punching that shit. I just had to close my eyes.
Nigga,
Like,
we got the when when New was in the hospital in Rochester and me and Marshall went up there. Nigga, we got there in an hour and 10 minutes.
real shit.
Word up. He was like, yo, you want? He's like, yo.
And he
New
be
said-
chilling too.
He said, yo,
don't
New
be-
said to come. And then the nigga smoked like 7 joints on the way.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm too hot. Like,
Bro,
slow down,
yo, I was
motherfucker.
just talking to somebody about that though. I gotta smoke according to my drive. I do. I have to. Cause that's like, if I say I smoke one and stop, I'm gonna be tired and high as a bitch. So I can smoke another one.
can't do that,
Focus up.
I can't do it. I
Man.
smoke, and then I be going, and then every time I pass a car, I look up like, damn, was that the cops?
I don't
So
know
now
how
I'm
niggas.
looking-
I don't know.
I don't
How, I
ride like
can't
that no more.
understand how niggas drive high. Like New
Yeah,
was
son,
like that.
Don't
I drive
listen
better.
to these niggas.
New
No,
was
that
I can't-
don't, cause it creates an addiction. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not even fun.
I can't do it,
'Cause-
man. I gotta be sober.
I know what he's
Yeah,
talking
man.
about because like
If I'm sober, I'll probably fall asleep. I'll
That's
have
crazy.
They gotta talk to me the whole ride if I'm sober.
if I'm driving, I gotta put a dip in.
Take your headphones off, cuz.
I got
this ain't
to.
for you.
It's not gonna change anything because
That's what I'm talking about.
y'all forgot we in a
But now hoodie
confined
drive
room.
high all the man. We stopped in Gary, Indiana on the way to Chicago, and we paid for our Popeyes chicken or Church's chicken, right?
Yeah, I probably
Popeyes,
ate
Popeyes.
Popeyes,
Popeyes.
churches, and KFC.
Bro, we
nigga.
paid
Look
for our
at you, nigga.
Popeyes chicken with a couple weed cookies.
How far is Indiana from what?
Bro, we went in there. She was
That was a
thick
business
than a
deal.
motherfucker, bro. So we in there talking. Hoodie's talking to, bro. We ordered some food. And he was talking about
First
he
of
had
all,
Kush cookies.
I didn't say nothing to none of
Hold
these
on,
bitches.
listen.
I just want to put that
Yo.
out there.
That's just a fact. That's a fact.
I didn't
be
say
clear,
nothing to
nigga.
nobody.
Neither did I either.
Just to be
but
clear.
that was a fact. But we was talking and he was talking about he had the Kush cookies. And she was like, yo, give me a couple cookies and you got your food. So we ain't even had
Nah,
to pay for our food.
So basically,
Bitch, I give you 3 cookies.
so what he so what
That's what he
happened
gave,
is,
was
is
3.
we went to Chicago. We went to Kobe's last game in Chicago.
How far is Chicago? My
10
bad.
hours.
What?
Yeah. So on the way, so we went to Gary, Indiana, and we had just smoked coming from Michael Jackson house, because you know Michael Jackson house is
He's
right
from
there.
Gary, Indiana.
All right,
So
but
we
y'all like viewed it? Cause y'all talk like y'all was chilling. You said that like
Now, we
y'all
was
just
chilling.
in the house.
Yeah, we was chilling.
I don't
Not,
smoke.
not in the house, but you know, right out. I mean, you can walk up to it. I'll show you some pictures afterwards.
Bet.
That's
That's
and so we went. So we smoked at Michael Jackson house, 2300.
OG crib.
Yeah, 2300
Oh,
Jackson
Like
Street
where he
in
grew
Gary,
up.
Indiana.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So we smoked, and then we went to the Popeyes as we was leaving. And so, we from New York, so a lot of times when you go to these other places, they don't got weed like how we got weed. You know what I mean? It's like, when you go to
Indiana seem
California,
like that spot though.
Gary, Indiana's a third world country.
that shit was hood.
That
No,
shit
I'm
is-
not talking like that.
I
I'm
ain't
talking
never
about.
been so scared in
It
my
seems
life.
like it would. I don't know.
Anytime the Popeyes chicken got bulletproof glass, nigga, it's a problem.
They got bulletproof glass.
Word up.
That shit like Baltimore.
Nah. Baltimore is like Gary.
Yeah, Gary's
Gary,
scary.
that shit was hood, my nigga.
Gary is scary.
Like it was hood. Like
You feel the
reason why I
talent
gave away them,
around you?
I gave the niggas in the parking lot cookies and everything. I was like, here, all y'all niggas
Survival, nigga.
That nigga
Like,
was
yo,
the
you want a
Oprah-
cookie, nigga?
Yo, that
Take
nigga
one.
was the
Problems
Oprah
with none of
Winfrey
these
of Kush cookies. They
Them
like,
niggas
you
probably
get a
waiting
cookie.
for you
You
right
get a
now.
cookie. Everybody gets a cookie.
They probably waiting to see your ass again right now.
Yo, so sir, how was your holiday? How you feeling?
It was good. Like Dad said, I got that PC, but it also came with a monitor and a keyboard and mouse.
Is it
Word.
gaming PC?
So yeah, so
I
I
need
had,
a new fucking
That nigga
keyboard.
put some-
I I wanted to. I gotta figure out because I already had a monitor before.
What you be gaming? What do you play?
I play
Everything.
Rainbow, a little bit of Fortnite, but
Nigga played
It's
Rainbow.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Was this like Care Bears? Or
There
something?
you go.
No.
Nah, that's just a war game.
Yo,
That's just
yo,
some
you, yo, you know what's
That shit
funny?
compete with Call of Duty, right?
When he turns
shit
about
compete with Call of Duty, right?
21, 22, he's going
I'd
to
say
realize
so,
how
a little
much
bit.
you prepared him to go at it with motherfuckers.
Oh my god, yo, bro.
He can be like, what the
yeah.
fuck you said that? I don't even, you still
He gonna be violating niggas off
Yeah,
of little ass
that's what I'm
jokes.
saying.
That's what he gonna be doing.
Yeah, this is
It's gonna be
training
my
grounds
senior
right
year.
here.
It's gonna be senior year. I'm gonna be up on the podium just talking.
Fuck all
It'd be
y'all.
like Oh, you laughing? I got you.
Oh, that shit was funny. I'm funny. I'm funny like a clown.
Yeah.
I'm funny like a clown.
That's Tyson, right? That's Tyson, right? Or is that
Nah,
that
that's
fucking
Joe Pesci.
Italian
Yeah,
movie?
off of,
That was Joe Pesci from the
Goodfellas?
Casino.
Goodfellas, yeah.
Casino?
I thought that was Casino.
Damn,
I think it was
man.
Goodfellas. I
I'm
think
thinking of
Yo, you know,
You enjoy the holiday though?
Yeah, I got to see my grandma and
Beautiful.
some other family
That
members
sounds
on
Damn.
not on Christmas, but
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
I need to see my grandma, man. I feel kind of bad because
this is my first year without
how
my
long
grandma.
is your drive to do it?
Hmm?
How
Oh,
long?
that's right in
How long
Horsehead,
is it?
right?
mine. My
Yeah.
grandma lives on the south side, and my other one lives in Hawthorne Court. I just work every day. Like I work
Facts.
7 days a week. Like I don't get days off. I don't get if I choose not to work, there is no HR department to be like, am I gonna get paid because I took
Right.
days off?
Ain't no PTO.
None of that. If I don't work, the mounting bills that I have don't get paid, then I can't pay for my son to be in college. I can't send my daughter money in school.
No break.
Can't pay my mortgage. Can't pay my business. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not mad at that because that's how I'm built, but I would like some relief from that shit. But I take care of business like a motherfucker, and that's what keeps me going. You know what I mean?
People don't get that because I live like 3 minutes from my grandma.
Yeah. Like when
But
y'all
it's
came
like-
here today, that's what I was doing. I was finishing up some work that I had because I did probably like 6 sessions in the last 3 days, and I still got to get mixes out. You know what I mean? So I have to get the work done, or I don't have repeated clients. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're
brother.
good. It's just tough. Like, it's like you want to stop by and see her,
Yeah.
but it's like you go to work. Like I get up, I walk every day, so I'm up at like 7:05.
Yeah.
I go for like an hour walk,
Yeah.
45-minute walk. I come back,
Yeah.
shower, get dressed, go to work.
Yeah.
When I come home, I walk, come back,
Yeah.
shower,
Yeah.
and go to bed. So it's like
And
it's
you need your time to
unwind.
unwind. If you don't, I've done that before. Remember when we first came here, Hoodie? Like, we was grinding, no unwind time. That shit will damn near drive you crazy,
It's
bro.
a fact.
If you can't reflect on the day. So when I finish up, I used to do 12 to 14-hour days here
And
every single day of the week.
And what
bro.
y'all not realizing is, see, you see all this space. It wasn't. It was.
They ain't start
it was,
like this
It
at
was
all.
me.
Oh,
It
nah.
was.
They
It was
start
me.
like this
It
at
was
all.
me. It was me and my desk in the
In the front.
FMG radio
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
Then Cap and Blaze
Damn,
in here
son.
doing sessions, and it was just that side.
Just that.
You know what I mean? So Cap is in a session. Blaze is doing a beat,
Damn.
and I'm doing an interview out there, and we all functioning at the same time.
Yo, this room didn't even look like
Nah,
Nah,
we didn't have
it didn't
this room.
exist. It didn't exist.
Yeah, it wasn't this. It was
Wow.
just over there.
You know what fucked shit up? COVID. Like when COVID hit, that's when I lost that big contract with the school district. So I had to turn up my hustle even more because I had to supplement the money that I missed from that, which I don't regret because that shit turned me to the hustler of the year. And I know that God is going to pull me back when he wants me to slow down.
Heck yeah.
But, you know, to grind. And my kids understand. You know what I mean? Like my kids understand. That's what fucked with me the
Your
most.
kids are
like,
grinding.
yeah, they're all hustlers. They all fucking grind, bruh. Even my wife, she's a fucking hustler. If it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't hustle as hard as I do. You know what I mean?
It's a common goal.
Yeah. But, you know, and then since they're older, it's like, yo, you actually can afford to spend this time doing that, even though you're not used to that. It took getting used to. You know what I mean? If they was still in school and shit, like elementary, high school, I don't think it would be possible like that. Not in this day and age.
I mean, it's definitely tough, you know. Well, Sir, and then you got your daughter who's younger than Sir, right, Jetta?
Yeah, she's a year younger.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? That's 15, 16, 16, 17. You know, my daughter's 13.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, you know, it's tough. Like, just her schedule is freaking crazy.
She's busy as a motherfucker.
Son,
So
voice lessons on Monday, dance on
Yeah.
Monday, 2 hours of dance on Tuesday,
Yeah.
solo competition practice on Wednesday.
then having to travel for certain stuff, like that's how it was. I had 3 kids that traveled for sports, so it was like bong, 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 bong. You know what I mean?
But let's get into that video, man. I'm happy everybody had their holidays.
What video? That freak video you was watching?
Nah, not the
That midget one. You was talking about the midget one, right?
Not the
Nah,
nephew,
he's talking
not the
about
nephew
the,
amputee porn. I was watching the amputee porn, but shit always be missing, so I can't really describe the videos. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't pull a hair with a nub. That shit ain't cool. But you know what I'm saying? That shit still be interesting. The ass still fat though. I'm just playing.
Well, at least when amputees watch this shit, they can be like, okay, he's not like uptight about shit, so maybe I shouldn't be uptight about it because you be going in, bro.
Word up. I mean, you know, what am I supposed to do? You know, I think
we should put that shit on eBay, nigga.
You know, it'd be funny because a lot of people say that to me, and I say it like
what
this.
To put your leg on eBay?
Nah, to say that I be going in.
Oh, I was about to say niggas trying to.
About
I was
the stuff,
playing. They trying to get you
about the stuff that I've been talking about with amputees and all stuff like that. And I said, but what you have to realize is when I was extra fat, I had fat jokes. You know what I mean? Like Cap,
real shit.
Realistically, you darker skinned, so you have. But I'm not being funny. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I mean? So there's jokes about being darker skinned.
Yeah.
There's you know what I mean. If you real tall, you got how's the air up there? You know what I mean? If you real little, all little, you know what I'm saying? Like
now, when you real little, they say you walk behind farts all the time.
I never heard that one.
I never heard that.
You heard that one?
I heard nephew was going back and forth across the border, bringing immigrants in his belly button though. You know what I'm saying?
How much was he charging? That might be a good hustle. He said that shit stank. I don't want to do the trip, mama.
Nah, but yeah.
Yeah. So we plugged in over there. So I'm sure everybody at this point is familiar with this video. Despicable shit. Especially me knowing a few people that were in circumstances similar to this dude, man. Like, he did some shit to land him in prison, right? And that's the hard part. It's like the world will judge him previously based on why he was in prison to begin with. But everybody makes mistakes in life, and I'm not.
Whether you're in prison or not, you still have rights as a human being, though.
What was he in prison for?
It don't matter.
I think they said he stabbed his wife like 12
you know
times, or just stabbed her.
Don't really get passes though.
You
Some
see,
things
you
don't
hear
get
what he
passes.
said?
God
He
damn.
said, "Oh shit."
But at the end of the day, though, at the end of the day, he was in prison serving his time for the crime that he committed.
Yeah.
And he still is a person.
Yeah.
And this is COs. It's not even other inmates and
Yeah.
shit where you can actually expect them to deal with you in a certain manner.
Real shit, man.
It's COs and shit.
Everybody's taking law into their own hand type shit.
It's crazy.
So I guess we'll watch this, at least the majority of it, and then we'll have some harsh commentary because this is not an easy one. You know what I mean?
Motherfucking glasses on for this one.
With that investigation into the death of an inmate at a New York prison, the state attorney general's office releasing body camera footage today showing the beating that is being blamed for his death.
Fox 8's Morgan Mackay has been reviewing the incident. She joins us live from the newsroom. Morgan, more than a dozen correction officers were involved in this.
Bianca, Natasha, it's a tough video to watch. Robert Brooks died shortly after this alleged assault. His family has seen the videos, but due to the graphic nature of the body camera footage, Fox 5 has decided to only show images of part of this alleged beating.
These videos are shocking and disturbing, and I advise all to take appropriate care before choosing to watch them.
The state attorney general's office released this footage recorded on body cameras worn by 4 correctional officers at the Marcy Correctional Facility in central New York. These videos, which have no audio, show Robert Brooks being carried into the infirmary by correctional officers. Brooks's hands are handcuffed behind his back when officers start punching him. They then hoist him up by his neck very forcefully, and one officer starts to smack Brooks with a shoe. One officer then used his booted foot to kick and pin down Brooks. Another officer punched Brooks in his upper body, and one of the officers again punched Brooks while handcuffed. At one point, Brooks was sat up with his face bloodied, and an officer punched.
Let me see if I can get this raw footage right here, man, because we need to see the raw footage. This is shit my wife didn't want to watch.
Because this don't have sound, right?
Yeah. Oh, they blurred it. Let me find one that's not blurred. Nah, but I seen one that was like, Matter of fact, give me a couple seconds. Let me go to
All right, yeah, I was about to say
They felt tough.
That
Right
shit
Yeah,
is not
take-
justified.
take that shit off. No,
Them niggas deserve to
goddamn.
get shot in the face, bro.
You know the hard part.
Expect a nigga family to do.
Well, you know the
Word.
hard part is like you
I'm
know
going kamikaze. Like
we
What up, buddy?
just like I still
I'm at the podcast.
I still judge, but
Why?
because of the simple fact of I still judge, but based on what he did,
What up now?
I still judge based on what he did. This shit right here is just inhumane.
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Unjustifiable.
You know, I mean, we all, us as dads in here, us as grown men, you know what I'm saying? We don't like, you know, the pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happens, happens. But
Right.
let them be judged by men of their same stature,
peers.
not motherfucking people that you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro, you gonna handcuff me
Right.
with my hands behind my back and my ankles? Now, if it was 1-on-1, it would be, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it would be. I wouldn't still have the same feelings about it. But
Probably wanna
goddamn, like
die.
y'all niggas is holding this man up while this man is kicking him. And the crazy thing is, and the most fucked up part about all of it, is this happens more often than not. Cap,
Definitely.
you might be able to speak to it. I mean, a little more than all of us. But even in my little short stint, you know what I'm saying? Niggas got beat up, and there wasn't nothing that motherfuckers can do about it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, yeah, you committed a crime. Yes, you in prison, and they say that you shouldn't have no rights, but you still a motherfucking human being,
Right.
bro.
It
You
ain't
know what
fact.
pisses me off though about seeing some shit like that is you never saw. Y'all remember in Buffalo when they had that mass shooting?
Yeah.
That white killer mass shooting. When he got detained, you never saw no force. You never saw. They said, "All right."
Nothing.
You would have
Peaceful.
thought he was like being escorted by VIP.
Nigga, they took the one nigga from down south. They took him and got some Wendy's or something.
The church nigga, right?
The church, dude.
Dylan Roof.
Burger King.
Yeah, they got him Burger King on the way to the jail.
Where was the hostility then? He should have got his ass whooped. Like that shit pissed
He
me
should have
off.
got his shit peeled back.
That shit
That
crazy.
shit is crazy.
There is other videos where, like white people was getting fucked up, like the dude in the hotel. Have you ever seen that video?
Yeah, but
You
it
talking
never.
about
You know
Crawling?
about you talking about
Never.
Diddy beating up Cassie? No, I'm sorry. My bad.
Nah, there was a dude that was crawling, like they thought he had a
This
gun or
one
something. He had a
ain't
BB gun.
monetized.
He was crawling like out of the hotel room, and the cops just shot him while he was on his hands and knees. That shit is
I mean,
crazy.
if you was to shoot him, y'all beat that man to death. Know what I mean,
That's crazy. That's some
Bullets
like,
are quick.
That shit ain't quick. You know what I
That
mean?
shit
They
was
said
a
15
premeditated
minutes.
murder.
God damn.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
to
that's
put some
some,
money
like-
out of some traumatic shit.
yeah, that's some like
All that-
present like fucking Emmett Till type shit.
Can't deny
Exactly.
it. It's like that was
Exactly.
intentional. Professionalism is out the window.
And they get to go PC. Like that makes any fucking sense.
But they get qualified immunity, and that's why I didn't want niggas to vote for Trump, because that niggas plans on giving all police officers immunity, no matter what the fuck they do. They could walk in, shoot you, immunity doesn't matter.
Niggas try to reword it like, in the act of justice or whatever, in the act of their job,
Oh yeah,
which means when they're in uniform.
and their lawful duty. That's what
Thing is, even
Right.
if they get away with it, there's man's law and then there's spiritual law. So when you inflict that kind of pain, karma's coming.
Yeah, you
and
don't
it's a
got that.
balance.
Get away from
You
it.
don't got that right to
Fuck
take
karma.
another person's
It'll be
life.
justified.
Nah, somebody do something to mine. I want that shit to happen.
Yeah,
now.
I'm going because, like you said,
Yeah.
like
But
you
whatever
said, how
you
we're
do
all
in your
fathers
power
and
is not going to
everything.
be as powerful as what God has planned.
Yeah, you right. Well,
Karma's
shit.
coming regardless.
I disagree.
And then we got to think about what kind of
fucked up
human
what
being you have to be to put it in context. Like this man was, granted, he was in prison for what he was in prison for. That's why he's in prison, to pay his debt.
Right.
The judge, the jury, they said he should be in prison for this long because that's how he's repaying his debt to society. Granted,
Right.
some crimes are so fucked up that we feel like even going to prison isn't enough. But
But
that's
facts.
another
But that's by-
topic of discussion. So he was in prison serving his debt to society, and regardless of why he was handcuffed in that medical room, it doesn't take 8 to 13 officers
Absolutely
to subdue you.
When you're already handcuffed.
You're handcuffed.
You're already handcuffed,
And then for them to string them up, kick them, beat them.
Handcuffed and you're in shackled. Let's make sure we say that.
Oh, shackled too.
Handcuffed and shackled. So it wasn't like his feet can flail and he can kick.
Oh, no, actually, in part of the video, his feet were
unshackled.
Loose.
Yeah, they were loose.
He wasn't shackled?
Nah. In one part, he might have been shackled at some point.
I thought they said that he was.
Nah, the
that might
video
have been
that I
misinformation
seen.
on my part. I thought the thing that I seen, he was handcuffed and shackled. So
I mean,
it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't, because as many COs as they had in there,
But a handcuffed man.
none of them was little. They were all big ass dudes. Like, imagine this room full of men subduing one person that was handcuffed.
I was just gonna say that. Like,
I heard
I'm a very
they
strong
kept-
dude, right? If my hands were behind my back, it wouldn't take but one of y'all to
fuck you
to,
up,
to
bro.
take
They
me where I need to
continued
go.
to beat him after he was unconscious.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Then I seen a lady on one of the news channels saying that he did one of the COs did a sternum rub, and that was indicative of either him being unconscious or something else. But they were trying to do what they were trained to do.
To make it look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, sternum rub is indicative of unconsciousness.
Is that-
what they
is
do
that
to
what
try-
it is?
Yes, it is. That's what they try to do to get you
But
back.
I mean, you know,
To
shit.
get you back.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, let's be real. You know, we both work for the glove house. We both went through that training of how to restrain
Restrain
and
'em,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the force that you use, you know what I'm saying, and how you initiate and use the training that you have, you know what I'm saying? That's your choice. Because either way, I was bigger than, let's say, 90% of the teenage men that I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So for me to just jump on them and doop, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was gonna be easy for me. You know what I mean? Because of how big I am. You know what I mean? So for them people, like he said, look, you know, he's a large guy. You know what I'm saying? But if he had his hands behind his back, I'm pretty sure Sir can hit him with a couple body
And
blows.
it's a wrap.
And it's a wrap.
He wouldn't even have to hit me with a couple body blows. He
Yeah.
would literally grab me by the handcuffs.
Yeah.
And
Then
walk
you
me the
bad.
fuck
Oh,
out.
yeah, and just yank them
And
motherfuckers.
just
Word
yank
up.
'em.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
that.
I
And
mean,
it's
like,
over.
Law enforcement is supposed to use
I mean, the
force that's
you're
indicative
not
of the
the, you're
force
not the
that's
largest stature of
proposed
a
upon
man,
them.
but you still a man. You know what I'm saying? And like I
I got
said,
power.
but
We- like-
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Just because you're not as large a stature as everybody else doesn't mean that you're still not a man. And
Yeah,
you know,
because training comes into play too.
Come on,
Like
man.
someone that's trained
Come
is
on,
way more
man.
dangerous than somebody that
for real.
is just a layman that doesn't understand that it doesn't
for real.
take.
that's
a
why
big
that's
guy.
why boxers can't fight.
It don't take a hard punch.
I always told motherfuckers since I was 220, 225 that I'd much rather fight a big dude than a little dude that was trained.
Yeah.
Because
Facts.
the motherfucker is in shape. His endurance is crazy. His strength is enough to do what he has to do.
Yeah, he knows where to hit you.
And he knows where to get your
Yeah,
ass.
I argued with a dude one time that said we're like the same size and we work together, and he was like, "Oh man, I knocked Floyd Mayweather ass out." I said, "Look,
Dumb
bro."
as hell.
I said, "Look, bro, that little motherfucker will beat the shit out you."
Word.
bro." And he
Your
was
ass
like,
up.
"He's like, nah, that nigga too little." I said, "Listen, that man is little. He might be Sir size.
You'd have to grab that nigga, but nah.
You gonna have to
Undefeated.
He gonna
son."
fuck you up.
Grab
man.
him if you want to. I bet you catch 17 to the top.
Word up.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to grab him.
No,
That's how
it's
you
over.
always know somebody that hasn't really been in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Like,
And somebody that's delusional as fuck.
Because-
yeah,
even
like
know
I,
what the
I
fuck-
respect the rules of hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah,
One,
man.
because I've been in plenty of fights. It like the rules that you create in your head don't exist
Yeah.
in the real world.
There's
don't.
no automatic
But they
win
say
ever.
everything goes out the window when you get hit.
Punched in the
Facts.
face, nigga.
real.
Nigga
Son,
hit
me
you
and-
good enough.
me-
Your plan goes out.
when I
the
when,
window.
when I
Word.
first started working out and I started feeling good about myself, once a week or so, me and Kat, we would kind of. I don't want to call
Yeah,
it
you did me kind
sparring,
of dirty here
I
and
don't
there
want-
too.
I don't
man.
wanna
You a
say it was
bully. That's why I said
sparring.
you was a bully, bro.
But what I'm saying is
You
like
use that weight.
because I'm telling him how I feel about going out in the community. Because at the end of the day, y'all are all men, and if it came down to fighting, at least you had your skills to fight.
Yeah.
With my leg,
Yeah.
I don't feel that confident because you know what I mean. I got to get used to being able to do it. So we started sparring a little bit just to try to get natural
Yeah.
movements
Right.
and shit back to be able
smart
to
as fuck.
adapt to shit like that. And so, you know,
But your taps are like, you got to keep in mind that you're used to
Heavy-handed, huh?
handling your weight, right? You're used to moving your weight. So one of your taps is equivalent to somebody, even of my size, that would have to put force on it.
but
That's some real shit. Like, if you smack the motherfucker, it's different than me smack. I have to put force on it. With you, all you gotta do
let
is
that hand drop.
all he gotta do is let it
him
drop.
up. Clean him up. Fuck
Get
him
up,
out of here.
nigga. Get up. I didn't hit you that hard.
I had the same shit. I had my son, one of my son's friends. I think he was 17 or 18 at the time. Used to have the boxing gloves.
Yeah.
And they was like, let's go box. And I'm like, I don't want to box. And he was like, fuck that, I'll box. He was like 404. He was a big dude. And so we started boxing, and I was trying to take it easy on him, and he hit me.
He hit you, and you
hit me
said,
hard.
fuck that,
He hit me
activate.
hard, bro. I was like, damn.
Activate.
So, yeah, so I threw it right and hit him, and that nigga said,
dropped him off.
He said, he said, all I see is black. I quit.
You know what else they see? The hardest hit is the one you can't see.
Yeah.
So,
But my point, my point of all of it was the simplest saying is that in this video, that man had no control over his own movements.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, when I have control of my movements, I hit Cap a couple times, but
more than a couple.
But every time, what happened is because of his agility, the nigga like scooped, like, you know what I mean? There's just shit that I couldn't control.
Get in.
You know what I mean? And so when you look at that and you're just, I feel him
That's
because
why they
I
have
felt
weight
helpless.
classes.
You know what I'm saying? And that man was helpless.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And so that, so
Yo,
when I watched
Jetta,
it.
I ain't see that. Jetta he just clicked on a Quest seat.
But his is right next to theirs.
He tried
from there.
He tried to unclick it, man, quick.
But
and shit.
you know,
I caught that shit.
But that's what I empathize. That's what I empathize the most in the video because he was helpless.
Yeah.
And like I said, I related to that because when I first started on this journey, I definitely felt helpless.
That's deep.
And so I'm looking at it, trying to imagine, like, damn, you know what I mean? Like,
how would you feel?
And that's those are the scary thoughts that I have in my head about going out in the world and what if I have to get into a fight? I feel
that dude was actually helpless though.
But that's what I said.
See, that's a good point because I was gonna say, with the whole MS shit, there's certain times when I'm so fucked up that
you're helpless.
Can't do anything.
That's the only word I can use, man.
Word up.
Like,
You can't defend yourself.
I can do the best that I can do,
That's all
which
you
would
can
be
do.
better than the average individual. But when it strikes, it strikes, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
But with this guy, I think he totally was like
helpless.
He was incapacitated.
He was
couldn't
stringed
do
up
anything.
like an animal, bro.
And that's what
Literally.
And so when me and my wife was talking about it, and I was telling her what I'm telling you about how I feel and how I felt. I was like, man, like imagine he can't hit back. He can't even protect himself. He can't even protect himself. He can't bob. He can't weave. If you see it coming, if you see the foot coming at your face, the only thing you can do is do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, son, you can barely brace yourself like that. Shit
But like the whole force shit, like police are supposed to use force that are matched. So if somebody's spitting on you, you're not supposed to punch them in the face. If somebody's handcuffed, you're not supposed to throw them to the ground. They can't brace themselves. The force is supposed to be indicative of the force that is being
like they're
placed
exerting.
upon you.
Right. It's
You know
all
what I mean?
about
So
reaction.
He was neutralized the entire time.
The entire time.
That was gang activity.
Yeah.
And they all
Facts.
not charged with murder.
Word up,
Facts.
man.
Finest.
So what do you guys? We're gonna play the video, but what do you guys think is? Yep, I'm pretty sure this is the right one. I hope it's the right one.
You know what pissed me off?
What do you guys
Hold on,
think
before
is
you play
gonna?
it. My bad. Go ahead.
Nah, do your thing.
What pissed me off before you play it is they came out and they're gonna come out with like all the shit that the dude did wrong. He sold this. He did this. He was a felon. He did that.
He sold
it doesn't
crack.
matter,
He
bro.
sold crack
It
to
doesn't
kids.
matter.
It does not
The nigga
justify
skipped school in
that
6th
to
grade. It
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
matter, bro. He's a fucking human, and
Yeah.
you shouldn't execute somebody
That was
when
my-
you're supposed to be in a fucking power, a position of power. Period.
And at
bro.
this point,
protection.
and at this point, race doesn't even matter. Black,
doesn't.
white, whatever. It's a human being.
That was my point in the beginning, is saying like, yo,
Yeah.
I mean, when Cap says, he stabbed his wife 12 times, that did draw me back a little bit. Like, damn.
That's how I felt too
but
initially.
But at the same time, I quickly came to the conclusion that, yeah, all right, so he did that, but he's in prison. He's serving the time that he was doing. Like I said, it's hard as a person if that was my mom or my aunt or my friend.
That's where I had a conflict.
You know what
Because
I'm
it's
saying?
like, if you did that to someone I love, granted, I'm not the court system, so I don't have to forgive you the way
That
they
one.
do, and I'm not God. I don't have to forgive you the way God does. That's between me and God. You do something to my people, I'm kamikaze.
Yeah, like
straight up.
Everybody's gonna feel a certain way that they're gonna feel, but what everybody has to understand is we have a justice system for a fucking reason.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah, yeah.
And that's the biggest reason.
And you
the
can't
nigga was
be
in.
the judge, the jury, and the fucking executioner.
Yeah.
You're the cop arrest,
Yeah.
the courts go through it, and then you have the jail. Period.
That's the thing too. This wasn't even police. This was COs.
That's what's.
But I mean,
that's
but they're
insane.
policing.
Yeah, they're
But they're
cops,
cops because they're policing the
Yeah, but
prison.
they don't have arrest.
I
authority
don't
most
think
of the
they
time.
fall under that.
What I'm saying
immunity
is,
rule.
but what I'm saying is
you
they
know what?
police
I
the
don't know if
prison.
they do.
They
That's
don't.
what I'm talking about. The
They
immunity
don't.
rule.
Yeah,
I
the
don't think
qualified
they fall
immunity.
under
They
that.
don't.
Somebody should Google that. Do
They don't. I
COs
can- I'll
fall
Google it
under
right
qualified immunity?
Pretty sure they don't.
Because I was telling Liz, like, yo, they're gonna go from being the guards that had to
You might as
watch
well
the
give them
inmates
guns if that's the
to
thing.
being the inmates.
Them niggas gonna go from the guards that were dealing with the inmates to the guards at the desk pressing the button, letting other guards go through the doors. That's really what's gonna happen.
I hope not.
So y'all niggas, okay. Well, you know what? You gonna get this. You gonna get suspended. You gonna get suspended. You gonna get suspended. And when you come back, you gonna be the nigga sitting in the bubble, working night shift, letting motherfuckers. Oh, open door 6.
Let's think about it. Do
Definitely
you guys
taking
really
niggas
think
off
that that's
floor.
where it's gonna go? Because I really don't know, and I'm conflicted like a
I'll keep
motherfucker,
it.
man.
I'm gonna say it like this, right? There's some shit that happened at my job.
Yeah.
Which is we work with
Yeah,
children.
real
right?
quick.
Kids up, huh?
Real quick, they can, but it's not absolute like police officers. I googled
by
it, so I just
chance
wanted to
and
get
shit.
that. in.
Okay, qualified immunity shit.
So at our job, a worker, these two kids are arguing. It's like, yo, my room is this and that. And then the student was like, yo, so-and-so popped my door. They went and did it. And they got it on, which is putting kids in danger, which follows a whole bunch of charges.
Even
right?
for the kids just fighting is like them
And-
being put in danger type shit.
And
Or-
when another kid's in another kid's room,
yeah.
you can, it's like, it's so much shit you can pile on top of that.
Oh, they all have their own single rooms
Right.
too. So it's
When
okay.
they're all together, it's a common area. So he heard the argument, he's seen it play out, and he popped the door. He's in the bubble now. He's going back to the bubble. When that kid could have got killed off camera, and it could have went crazy.
Word up, and he's back in the bubble.
He's
And
back
so
in
you
the
think
bubble.
about
Oh,
it,
I see what you're saying. So that was his
punishment.
That was his punishment.
But
No
you-
fine, no nothing.
But
He's
you
just
see what
back
I'm
in the
saying? I
bubble.
mean, and think about it like this: whether it's a black person or a white person being victimized, look at all the different things that we have going on in our country, and really, if we think about it, how many of those people are actually charged with those crimes? You know what I mean? Was
Under
anybody
5%.
was anybody charged with any of the hate crimes? What's the dude who got suffocated in New York?
George?
Eric Garner.
Eric Gardner.
Oh.
Was anybody
For
charged
selling
with
CDs,
that?
right?
Was anybody charged with that? Because we
No.
know that. You know what I'm saying? Was the police that ran up in that lady house and shot that lady?
Sandra Bland.
Did they get charged?
That wasn't Sandra Bland.
Yeah,
That was
it
her
was.
name, Breonna or Bridget.
Oh, Breonna.
Breonna
Yeah,
Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
Sandra Bland was foul though. You heard about
But what
Sandra
I'm-
Bland?
She got yoked up.
But what
Yeah,
I'm
that
saying
was
is,
crazy.
out of all those people, was any of them charged?
Not
George
with
Zimmerman.
murder.
George Zimmerman killed Trayvon.
He's free
Was
as
he?
fuck.
You see what I'm saying?
He sold the gun.
You see what I'm saying?
No, what's crazy? I don't know how the fuck you. I'm sorry, Hoodie, but I don't know how you can start a fight and then claim self-defense.
Can't.
That's insane to me.
Yeah,
that
th-
is
these
regular.
Like that should have been murder, bro. You started the fight. You started
You're the
losing.
antagonist.
You started losing, so you shot him. Like that's insane.
Well, when you don't have somebody to argue
that's-
the other side.
But that's the justice
There's
system.
nothing
So-
to argue because they're trained to de-escalate.
Exactly.
Every
But they don't
scenario.
use it.
Now we're talking about George though, right?
Nah, but I'm just saying. No, what he's saying is, in any of the situations
They're
that we're
supposed to
talking
be able
about
to
right now,
de-escalate.
right? They're trained specifically even you working at the facility, we go through trainings in
it
order
down.
to be able to de-escalate the situation. So when you're coming onto that, so when you're coming up to the two kids fighting, you're not coming in raw. You're coming in trying to talk so that they need to stop what they're doing to hear you, so that you can mentally take control of the situation, because that's a part of your training.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So these police officers are doing all these crimes, and in this specific video that we're watching where these COs are taking advantage of this young man, this is their job is to, so what he spit on you. All right. So what he called you your mother a bitch. So what he was, and I don't know this to be true, so I'm not. I don't want nobody saying
But it's
this
really
is true.
so what
but what I'm
everything.
saying is, so what he said or whatever.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, you wanna. I don't want to say you wanna. It's okay for you to get one in. I'm not gonna say that that's okay. But I'm just saying that I know that in a lot of situations, them one or twos, that happens more often than people want to talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But
turning the other cheek and shit.
you see what I'm saying? But to take it to this level when you're trained, and I bet you a lot of them COs looked old as fuck. So they've been there for a while.
They look like the ones that had that.
Took out the rage that they had on that man.
Basically, what he's saying is that wasn't the first time. It's just the first time it's been posted.
That's solidified. You can't fire them motherfuckers.
Come on, man.
They said,
Talk about it.
Let's get all the 20 years
Talk about
in
it.
here and violate them. And them
Talk
niggas
about
like
it.
50, 60.
Talk about it.
Like, nigga, they can't do nothing to me. And that's the motherfucking leeway they get to do foul shit.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I've never met a cop in my life, that's ever de-escalated anything.
Me either.
I'm pretty sure there's some out there.
Me neither.
That know how to do it. I've seen videos where there's good cops. I've never personally met a cop that's de-escalated.
I never had that fortune.
Anything.
Ever.
Well, I think a lot of time I don't want to. I don't want to pass judgment or put false information. I don't want to say it like that. I just feel like a lot of times, I've seen videos, especially videos of Elmira happenings, where the people are showing these videos, but the cops are clearly in control of their emotions and keep asking you, you got to move along. Maybe you might not like how they're telling you to move along.
Move along where though? If you in public, nigga, they don't have the right to tell you to move along.
I'm gonna say this. It's not in this day and age that happened to me. Like I'm not in contact with police now.
Yeah, I'm not trying to talk to none of them.
Right. That's
listen,
all that is.
When the cop pulls me over, how you doing today, sir?
That's
Are you doing
it.
great, sir? I'm doing great. I'm doing great as well. All right. Can you shine your light in here so I can reach into my glove box so I can get my paperwork?
My number one mission is get out their fucking face.
And so can you have your man go on the other side so he can shine his light into my glove box
I want
so
y'all
that you
to
know
feel
that there's
safe.
no da-da-da-da-da?
Hell yeah.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Boom. All right, here you go, sir. How you doing? All right, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no
like,
smoke with
oh,
me.
why you treating them like they better? No, I'm not treating nobody like they better than you. I want to fucking go home.
I want to get
You
the
know what
fuck
I mean?
up
So
outta
yes.
here.
So am I gonna show them a little more respect maybe than I should? I don't give a fuck because I'm a grown ass man.
Yo, you know one thing I always thought about, because I watch a lot of like post-apocalyptic movies and shit. Like, a lot of times people, I don't know if this is where the topic of discussion was going, but a lot of times people don't agree with the police. I don't fuck with the police like that either, but I'm a respectful human being. So if you're respectful, you get that from me. But what the fuck you think you would be doing if there weren't any police anywhere in just this city to help regulate the crime?
You be regulated.
You're either prey or you're a predator.
Yeah.
Everybody that has all that shit to say would learn to appreciate some type of order. There has to be some type of order.
Yeah, I think if there was no police, there would be more gangs. Like how the Crips and Bloods was, then they come about, they was just protecting their community.
Yeah.
I mean,
They wasn't like a.
They need to be regulated like a motherfucker because they abuse their power. And, you know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like there has to be established order because if there isn't, then there's fucking chaos. And a lot of people are not built
or they're not
for
ready
24/7 chaos.
I would agree 100% with what you said, but I would say the downside is that when you give people the power that you give police, it corrupts them.
I think that's what he said.
Would you rather have no police or police?
Police.
No police at all.
I'd rather have police.
Maybe none.
I'm not against it, bro.
What would you do
Maybe.
if somebody ran down on you?
If no police, I would obviously have something to.
Now
Well, that's the thing,
we talking real
right
shit.
now,
Like
we talking right now. Say if police disappeared,
I would have something on me.
Do you?
Got something on you?
No, because there's police.
That defeats the purpose of the.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
so-
there's police. Now, if there was no police, I would have something. The Old West didn't have like police like that.
If you
like
let me get-
like somebody would walk up to you and smack you with a glove
Nah,
in the
they
face,
had sheriffs.
and then
that-
you had to do
they
it.
had
Nigga, you
sheriffs
had to
back
take 10
there.
paces,
They had sheriffs.
turn around, and do
So
it.
let's be
Nah,
clear.
nah.
I'm not saying that I'm 100% police. What I'm saying is,
Oh, no, I
like
know
I
what
grew
you're
up in a household where my mom was abused. I was a kid. We had to call the cops on my step pops for abusing my mom. You know what I'm saying? Me, Roy, and Cal. We were too young to do anything about it. She ended up having to stab him mad different times. But there were times when we were kids, we had to call the cops. They showed up. They made us feel safer because of that. That's the shit I'm talking about.
We definitely
weren't,
need police.
We
just
weren't
need-
built for the chaos.
We
at-
need
in sixth and fourth grade.
Yeah, no
You know what I mean?
shot. No shot.
we need better mental health evaluation checks for the people
For
who
the
putting in
police,
these
right?
positions.
Hell yeah.
And we also need like somebody to teach these young black men
police to
how to
police.
interact. And I always say like I'm not responsive or reactive. I'm reciprocal.
Yeah.
And it's also important to set your own tone of your presence. Like I don't have like my demeanor. If I'm
Yeah.
approached by police, I don't shift. I don't get
Real
into
shit.
a hyper state of like
Yeah, talk that
responsive
shit.
action.
Or don't drop down.
I'm here. I know who I am. So anybody that comes into my presence, it's already established. Like,
Yeah.
And I try to keep the calm, and it's just about.
Let me ask you a question, little bro. Do you remember that time when we had a session and you were upstairs and the building owner approached you upstairs and he was disrespectful
Oh
to
yeah,
you?
I remember that day.
I had to check
remember
him
that day.
about that
Can we
because I
talk
said,
about
yo,
that day?
yeah, I'm going to let him say it, but
You
my
seem
whole
pretty
point is,
passive.
no, he's not passive. That nigga's about his shit. He's not a
Good,
pacifist or passive. He's on his shit. He's going to handle his shit, but I think what he's saying is he's not going to allow his emotions to fluctuate
And
because of the
control them.
Get
circumstances.
emotional
He
and-
knows who he is within the circumstance. And that was a perfect example when that dude pressed you, because remember when he pressed y'all and y'all let him ride? Like, he didn't realize he was amongst a group of niggas that would have fucked him up, but let him ride.
Because it was hard. It was so. Just to speak about that specific situation. So we new to the studio, we new in the building, and we've had all these conversations about how we want to project ourselves to these people in the building, because we was at that point. And what this is in 16, right?
Bro.
Something like that.
Which
we was
seemed
the
like
only,
forever
We was the
ago.
only niggas in the building.
Trying to
So
turn
the
it
only,
up.
So the only black people that you seen in the building coming in the
us.
building was me, Cap, and Blaze. And the new from time to time would come down. But you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't us bringing clients or doing interviews or whatever, you wouldn't see no niggas in the building. So we already had meetings amongst ourselves trying to come up
We
with
had literal meetings, and it was a shock factor for them to see so many minorities coming in and out of the building when they never were here.
and
Made them uncomfortable.
and so
Love
we're
that.
all niggas from the hood, but
love
at the same time we're like, all right, no smoking out front. We're not coming in. You don't come in smelling like weed. I mean, and this is what we're doing. So obviously we're asking the clients to do the same thing, but we're trying to put not a front, but
Just trying to respect the law
Yeah,
of
the
the
best
land.
foot forward.
Y'all
Yeah.
are displaying what y'all expect, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I'm
That's how
saying.
it's
And
supposed
so,
to go.
and so
Real
when
shit.
he comes in, and he was a little disrespectful, and it was me and Blaze.
And tell him what y'all did, though, for him to be disrespectful.
Blaze
so-
seemed like he was black on a nigga, too.
So,
like,
Bro.
and so all we
He's-
was doing.
Oh my God, he's the worst case I've ever seen. I've been to prison twice. He's the worst case.
yeah, he seemed
I
like he
promise
was
So
you.
black
listen,
on a nigga.
so this is right when Cap had his rotator cuff surgery.
Yeah.
So you know, what I mean? We're setting everything up. We're putting the stuff on the walls. All the stuff that you see in the studio, nigga,
They
that's
did
what
that shit.
That's what we were doing.
I ain't
We're
have nothing to
putting
do with
the
it. They all
we're-
did it, and I came back like, "Oh, this is crazy!" Like I was
You know what I mean?
excited,
We
and
went and bought the paint to paint the gray in there.
the black and the gray.
The black and the gray. I went and I had to. And me and Paquan, we peeled out all
Put
the
all the
little
stickers on the wall
all
in
the
the
little
front
stickers.
room.
So when you go on the wall, I had pins set up, making a grid with these lines and stuff to make the wall like that. You know, so he comes in and he's like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing in here? Like, who the fuck told y'all you could put pins in the walls? Why the fuck are y'all painting?
Yeah, he was on it.
So I look at Blaze. Blaze look at me, and we have this inner Cap moment where we're both looking at each other, and I'm like, you know what, Steve? Cap will be down here in a few minutes. Why don't you come back?
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
He sure came back.
I got off the phone. I said, I got off the phone.
That nigga Steve ain't no bitch.
He was a gangster.
Listen, I can't wait to talk to Cap, nigga.
I got off the phone. I said, yo, you got to come down here. So we, excuse me. So we told him what happened. And Cap looking at us like, y'all ain't beat him up. And I was like, damn.
Real shit.
But
But what they told me, I was like, are you fucking serious?
But listen, you know, we've only been in here.
I don't even know how long it was.
A month, maybe 2. We've been in here a month, maybe 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So we only been in here a month, maybe 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So me and Blaze are going by the conversations that we had of presenting a unified,
I'll try to make this
young
work.
black man.
Yeah, that's what we was
front.
all doing together. It was like, we already know how we're viewed as black men, especially in this small city.
Can't react
we're
how you
professionals.
normally would.
Yeah, so they were totally respectful, bro. Like,
I got one question. How, if he were to do that today, how would y'all react? If he was to come in and black on y'all in this position y'all in right now, how much money y'all
I
made
smacked the
this
shit
and-
out of Steve.
hold up. Let me speak from experience because it's been 8 years now.
Yeah.
That was the first situation that ever happened. Sean was in another situation, and there was probably 15 other situations I had to deal with myself with him. Y'all know I don't smoke weed like that, right?
Right.
He blamed me for weed smell in the building mad times. There was all my clients knew you can't come in the building smelling like weed. Sometimes they did. I had to check them. There was one time where Blaze did a session with some niggas from out of town. They had it on camera. Granted, nothing major happened after that, but they were fighting out in the hallway. It was a manager and his artist. He called me the next day, and Blaze never hit me that night because it was a late night session to tell me this happened. So when he hit me, when Steve, the building owner, called me, he said, hey, I'm tired of this disrespect. If you're going to keep doing this, you got to get out of here. And I'm like, yo, what do you mean? Like, he said, last night I said, I'm never there late. Like, I was home. You don't have to lie to me. You're lying to me. I got you on video. And so I'm sitting here.
He said we all look alike.
Yeah,
so I'm sitting here telling him, like, you got me on video. I know I was home. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not that serious.
I'm
but
a
you're coming
grown-ass man.
with all this aggression. I said, how about this? Meet me downtown in 20 minutes, and then we'll review it then. So I come downtown in 15 minutes. When I get down here, they're at the station in the hallway where the cameras are actually set up, like where you can review them. As I'm walking towards him, he's already apologizing from the end of the hallway. I'm sorry. So I get up there. I said, well, let's look at this footage. He said, oh, well, we reviewed the footage, and, I guess it wasn't you.
Why y'all ain't wait for me?
Dad,
Well, you should have been there.
Dad, you already said the magic part of the whole situation. He didn't say it, but when they played the video footage back, the dude that was fighting, which was the manager that booked the time, me and Blaze didn't even know him. They came from Canada. Matter of fact, the dude used to fuck with that dude, Top 5, that fucks with Drake. You know what I'm talking about? He been on some reckless shit. So we didn't know him like that. They were cool, whatever, but it was what it was. After we viewed the footage, him and the lady that played the footage from the office was like, oh, sorry, we apologize. So I had to let him have it. Like, yo, I told you the truth on the phone.
Off rip, I told you the truth.
I wasn't here. I don't have to lie about that. I said, but let me ask you a question. What makes you think that the motherfucker we're sitting there looking at, and now I'm being disrespectful, and that footage is me? He said, oh, well, you guys kind of look alike. So without him saying it, he said exactly what you said earlier.
Yeah.
All you niggas look alike.
So what I wanted to say was, like, based off of what he said,
The worst.
was when he was talking about how his demeanor doesn't go up, his demeanor doesn't go down.
Yeah.
Just based off what you look like, that should still get you killed, bro. It doesn't matter how respectful. It doesn't matter if you're here. It doesn't matter if you're there. We've seen plenty of cases where
but he's
motherfuckers
battle
go
ready.
nuts.
This nigga here is battle ready.
I'm just saying in
He's
general.
battle tested
I'm
and
just
ready.
saying in general.
Yeah.
Like we've seen people get killed complying.
It don't
We've
matter.
seen people get killed not complying.
Some of this is unavoidable.
It just is what it is.
It's up to them what they want to do.
You know
That's
how you
fucked
said.
up.
You know how you said they just look at you like that. How should we look at COs now? How should we look at police and shit?
So I got a couple CO homies that I'm not gonna hold.
You shouldn't, right? But this is the thing, right? Most black people have a different heart to when it comes to grouping people together.
Yeah.
But other races don't.
Yeah.
All niggas is niggas, and this is what we do. And then you in a prison around all these niggas that act alike, then you take out that shit on every nigga.
Yeah.
So,
but then we see
hold on.
13 COs
Yeah.
on one nigga.
Deb,
I wonder if they're
Deb, hold on,
turning
Deb.
up right now.
Cap, I can speak to this
I wonder if
perfect.
the inmates are turning
I
up.
can speak to this perfect.
man,
My
what?
best friend, his dad was a CO. He spent 30-something years being a CO. It made him racist. Every person he's seen in jail, the majority of them was black people. He learned to call them black, colored, graduated to nigger with the hard R, like stuck it like a Russian gymnast.
Yeah.
Like, he literally was a racist person, bro. Like, that shit turned him. Because if all you lock up is niggas, then all you think is bad is niggas. And that's all he was around for 35 years was black people in jail, black people in jail, black people in jail. It literally turned him into a fucking racist.
And it matters where he comes from, because if he doesn't encounter, black people or minorities where he was from, and the only place he encounters them is within a prison.
That's your only judgment.
Yeah.
But
It was like the 90s with
Can I,
rap.
can I say some real shit? I be kind of racist.
I am. You said what?
Let me-
You've been?
Expound on it. Expound on it.
Let me explain. So, my girl was sexually assaulted while I was overseas.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't do anything by two people, and I tried to. I said, "Yo, tell me, tell me what the names, what they look. She don't know the names look like. All she could describe is
Glad
what
she
they
ain't
look.
tell you, nigga.
She said, 2 black, bald, in shape. So when I got back, I'll be looking. Every time I see somebody that's black in shape, I'll be like, "Is that the motherfucker?"
That's some real shit, man.
And it's just
I want
that
to
shit
ask
funny,
you some real shit.
Yeah, talk to me.
Did you believe her? Like
At first,
it
yes,
seems like you
right?
believe her.
Because at first I would not want to question that, like
Don't never blame the victim.
right. But
That shit's hard sometimes.
I'm a deep thinker, bro. So
Are
I'll
you
be
still with her?
huh? Nah,
Okay, that make okay. 'Cause
Nah,
I'm saying,
nah,
'cause
but
that's
like-
hard to,
Did it turn out to be true?
couldn't have.
the situation.
Or do you think that she said that because you were overseas and she wanted
Right,
to
I'll
get
be
sex?
going back
that
and
was
forth
my
trying
question.
to figure that one out. But yeah,
Still?
Nah, so I want to
not
know what
still,
happened.
but
I'm
like
about to say,
I just
stop,
a mystery.
fuck that.
Like,
But
you know
to
what I
get
mean?
to go back full circle real quick, so when we were talking about the building manager, I gave my experience with that situation, and you were talking about how you had an experience upstairs with him. Can you
So-
expound on that? Because I don't remember.
So this was
that.
back when
I know
was
I
still
told you, but
working here.
it was so
That's
long
what I said. I
ago
don't remember that. I don't remember.
Yeah,
so.
no.
I
So
think you was
this
probably
is,
the first person I told about that shit, but it was mad long ago, son. During
this
the
was
program,
back when I was
during the
working here. I
program.
would come to the studio every day. I
for
would
the
have
program.
I had
Yeah.
like 2 jobs. I had like 3 jobs, and so during like my breaks and my jobs, I'd be writing all the time, and I was in touch with him. So I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna come to the studio." This is probably like 10 in the morning. I had did a shift all night. I was
It was
working
a 12-hour, right?
A 12-hour shift
See,
that night
yeah.
before. And so when I say he assumed the worst, when I'm get there early, probably like 10 in the morning. I just finished my shift at like 6 in the morning, and I get there prepared. I'm sitting there, the door's locked.
Waiting
I'm
for me to come
the
through.
little entranceway. I'm in between there
Mhm.
of the lobby. I'm sitting there, going over my notes because I'm a
Getting ready
calculated
for the studio
person.
session.
In what he saw, I just got done with work clothes on, so he saw a bum. He didn't know I was working all this, at 17, I'm working, making all this, and spending the majority of my money on a passion that I had, a dream that I had.
That shit made me so
Which is
fucking
why I
mad,
respect
son.
you guys. I respect what you built, because y'all in the same mentality wavelength that y'all is trying to build something
Yeah.
bigger than what somebody can perceive of you. And so, I don't know what he saw. Some kid that is loitering around his building.
He told me,
But
he said, because when I checked him on that shit, and this is when the tide shifted with him, when he disrespected him, this is when I said, I don't give a fuck if the nigga kicks me out the building. This is what it is. Because at that point, you was already signed up to go to the military. You had a little ways to you time until you left. But I used that to explain to him. I said, yo, I've been working with this kid for a long time. He's been one of the most respectful kids that I've ever worked with. He comes from a challenged background, but he's still going to the military to better his life. And what you did was you made him feel like he didn't need to be there when he's paying his money to come here. You're fucked up.
Facts.
Ever since then, and the thing about it was, at that point, I videotaped that shit with Steve, and everything from that point on, I videotaped with him. And he felt so fucking bad behind that. Not bad because he did something wrong, but bad because I showed him the videotape.
You get to hear yourself.
Yeah.
You get to really see yourself in third person.
Which is important.
Lost
Self-reflection
respect for
is so super important. That's part of the reason why I was in there in the first place to record. It's because I want to hear myself think. A lot of times when you're a young person, you have so many thoughts running through your head constantly.
Yeah.
So when you can like express a thought, you have an environment like this where you can record, express a thought, and you can hear it back, and you can listen to
It's
yourself.
like therapy. It's like
Exactly.
music therapy, in my opinion, man.
So
Yeah,
you would slap the shit out of Steve if he did that to you today.
So I mean, but this is the reason though. The reason why I said that in position of now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Number one, Steve know me, but he don't know me, but he still know me.
You know he don't like Blaze. He never liked
Yeah,
Blaze.
because
he figured out after a while that Blaze was the reason why it smelled like weed in the building all the time. Like he put his investigative powers at work, and Blaze would go out back, leave the door cracked, go right outside the door, smoke. And I'm not here with him, so I can't
say nothing about it. We don't know nothing about it. It's not like we got cameras, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
not like you following the nigga.
Yeah, I'm home, nigga.
But, you know,
Blaze was the late nigga. You know
but
what I'm saying?
the only reason why I would say that is because, first of all, Steve, we grown men now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what I put out in the world is what I demand back.
Yeah.
You know, and all y'all know me. Yeah, and every one of y'all will say that nigga Germ is a bully. He gonna talk shit to you. Every one of y'all gonna say that. But then you gonna follow it up and be like, yo, beyond all that
nigga,
shit,
man.
that's
Like,
one of the best niggas that I know.
You must have did something to him.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So
that right there.
Yeah.
Nigga, he don't act like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? That nigga don't act like that.
like, nah.
Straight up.
Because, you know, I'd be like, yo, Steve, listen, calm down, bro. Like, listen, I understand that you could be upset right now, but let's figure out why you upset. Because it's not because of me. And then if he continued to go on, it's bad enough.
Yeah.
It's bad enough that niggas don't never want to leave here because this is great down here.
Yeah.
But there's so many more opportunities that we could take advantage of that some things aren't worth it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And to the
I
point,
hear
and losing your self-respect or getting your self-respect ripped from you.
That's when I started getting on my fucking shit.
Isn't really worth it anymore. So I feel like the position that we were in the beginning when we were trying to get the level and exude the level of respect that we have now. You know what I mean? When we were trying to do that in the beginning, yeah, you know, we took a couple hits because we was trying to build something. You know what I'm saying? But now the point is like, yo, bro, listen. Man, fuck you in this shit, my nigga.
I get my own motherfucking building, all the money I gave your ass, nigga.
Word up, like, like my nigga, we learned so much. Are you all right,
Jetta said, let's do it.
That
Nigga,
nigga
let's do it. He said, bro, let's do it.
Man, that nigga Jet almost fell asleep.
Nigga, that shit was crazy. He heard Hoodie talk. That nigga said,
man, what the fuck you niggas talking about, bro? Hey, you must have never ran into Steve, huh?
Yeah, Jetta be chilling, though. Jetta be in the cut. Jetta be observing.
I should have just be like, I just be like, yo, Cap will be here in a minute.
Yeah, yeah. Because, you
I
know,
don't know nothing.
it was so much shit that took place that I think over time the dude learned how to approach better. But it's sad that if it's our kids or the young generation being put through the shit that we were as adults, it would put them in a challenging position. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just see being disrespected for no reason. We've already been through that, so we can decipher, like, oh, it's not me that's fucking up. This dude has mental issues, just like the
Right.
fucking CEOs we was talking about.
He
Good
might
thing
not
it
even
wasn't
have
one
mental
of your
issues,
kids,
though.
huh?
He might have just never been around some niggas.
Bruh.
And he just
Bruh.
literally thought.
He's got mental issues.
Well,
One of my
I'm
first
just saying.
apartments, he worked for Travers. I don't know if you're familiar with Travers here in Elmira,
A little
but
bit, but not
anybody
much.
that watches this motherfucker, they probably had a Travers apartment. One of my first apartments was with this dude. Back then he had a mullet, so he was
Steve?
on the low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, the hard part with the whole situation, I mean, I think the reality of it is to tie it and correlate it with the video is, and when you're in a position, in certain positions, you have to understand your position, you know. And it was unfortunate that in the video position, that young man had no options to do anything.
Steve would have whooped his ass.
You know what I'm saying?
If he was Steve,
Exactly.
Steve would have been like, "I'm fucking you up. Ain't nobody gonna know. You fucking nigger. You."
You know what I'm saying?
He even used the word colored before.
Damn, we
Like,
about to get banned, bro.
He used
I
colored.
hate that fucking word.
And when I told my wife about that, she said she even told her mom about that shit, and she was like,
Nigga.
He said colored? I was like, yeah.
Bro, when I
Okay.
was in the oil field, it was like, we got to keep these pipes segregated. I was like, yo, what's the whole other word for that? And it rhymes with that.
Separate.
Separate. You can say separate, and you just do
Then
it
I'd
back.
have to dive into who said it, how old they are,
A
where
white
they
man
from.
my
'cause-
age, it fucked me
Because I
up.
wouldn't necessarily get too bent out of shape about that word, because in a professional setting, it might be the right word. But depending on who the people working in the field are, it might have been one of those, what do they call it? Something slip, Freudian or
Freudian
slip, where he was like, this is the shit he be saying.
Yo, but this is the thing, though. I've been in a lot of different jobs.
Yeah.
Never heard nobody use that word
That's
for
the type
anything.
of shit I'm talking about.
That I'm like, why would segregated come to your
What did he
mind?
really want to say?
For real though.
Yeah.
Keep
I'm
the
like,
niggers
nigga,
over there.
Let's keep these away from these. Segregated?
I don't want your nigger breathing by my motherfucking coffee.
Put these black
on the
tubes
white
over
man's
there.
ear.
Put these white pipes over there. We can't do that.
I can't breathe when you breathe.
I'm telling you, I didn't talk to that man the rest of the time I was on that oil rig.
We so all right, y'all want to watch this video? You dare to watch the video?
How long is the video?
Together we can.
Yeah, it's only 128.
Yeah, let's watch this video.
Let's see what we got here.
Officers at an upstate New York prison beating a handcuffed inmate for 15 minutes the day he was transferred into their facility. In the video from multiple body cameras released today by New York State Attorney General Letitia James, you can see officers choking, punching, and kicking 43-year-old Robert Brooks in the face, torso, and genitals on December 9th, as two sergeants and a nurse simply watch and never intervene, according to a deposition by an investigator.
As Attorney General, you have my word that we will use every possible tool available to us to investigate this death thoroughly and swiftly.
It happened at the Marcy Correctional Facility in Utica, about 50 miles east of Syracuse. Brooks was pronounced dead the next day at a nearby hospital. A preliminary autopsy ruling Brooks' death a homicide caused by asphyxia due to neck compression. New York Governor Kathy Hochul ordering the termination of 14 prison staffers, including bystanders. Brooks was serving a 12-year prison sentence for stabbing his girlfriend in 2017. An attorney for his family telling ABC News in part, Mr. Brooks was fatally, violently beaten by a group of officers whose job was to keep him safe. He deserved to live.
And the family's attorney also saying she had no reason to.
Yeah, so that's the end of the video right there. That's still not the most graphic, but that's enough. You know what I mean? Like,
You know, Deshaun, you know how you said the gang shit?
Yeah.
They'll do that to a motherfucker that, let's say, assaulted a CO in a different prison.
yeah.
Transfer you over
Yeah.
here and they'll violate you like
Yeah.
that. Is that not gang politics?
Yo, that's gang politics.
That is.
That's
That is.
But I mean, you know,
That is.
if you don't think that the police is the biggest, strongest, most powerful gang in the world, then you're full of yourself.
Well,
Because
I'm
no matter
talking-
where they go, they're still gang. If you're
Word
from
up.
Puerto Rico and you
Yeah.
come to Elmira, you get pulled over. Hey, I'm a police officer in Puerto Rico. They're gonna treat you.
Go
with
ahead, go home.
Talk that shit.
Go home.
You know, because word up, because you know what, when my cousin Chris was the sheriff, you know what I'm saying, I got pulled over a couple times.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have threw that out there. We might get
Nah,
hate
but
mail,
what I'm
nigga.
saying is you know, when he
I'm
was the
just playing.
sheriff, I got pulled over a couple times.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, Moss, huh? you must be related to Sheriff Moss. And I said, part of me wants to say yes, and part of me wants to say no.
That nigga hoodie car smelled like straight crystal meth, and they let him go, nigga.
Nah, but on some G shit though, nigga, I had just put the blunt out, and I got pulled over, and I was literally right down the street from my crib.
Yeah.
And so they was like, yo, da 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 da, and I was like, sir, I'm a family man. I got kids at my house. I can't smoke in my house. So yeah, I did like my little clip up on my way home from work because I can't smoke. When I get there, I got to take care of my kids. And he was like, oh, so you're Sheriff Moss's cousin? I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And he motherfucking took my license, came back. He said everything was clean. He said, sir, I'm not going to be funny, but I know you want to try and relax, but weed is still illegal. You can't smoke that shit in your car. But go home and take care of your family. You have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Like, word up. And in that, in that situation, it worked out for me.
Yeah.
So to correlate that with what you said about the police is, it's the same type of situation. You identify yourself. All right, sir. Well, my name is such and such, such and such. I'm a Pennsylvania State Trooper. I have my badge and ID in my wallet. I'm gonna go reach for it. You show it, bop, 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 boom, boom, boom. They check you out. Oh, all right. You have a good day.
Gang, gang.
Yeah, that's facts. About my grandfather, in Hollandale, the city I grew up in, I got in no trouble. Like, I used to jump into the school. Like, at night, we play manhunt. Everybody would get arrested for climbing on the roofs.
Nowhere, brother.
They'd be like, first of all,
how did he maneuver that?
First of all, I ain't always been big. That's the first thing. Second thing, you can't outwalk me.
Can't outwalk.
But you can't outwalk.
You was big when you was little, nigga.
I bet
that nigga was a little big nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I bet you don't want to go play kickball.
I bet you. I got a super boot, nigga. I'm a
kick that bitch over the fence every time.
2018 Timberland. So like the cops would come and I'd be like, yo, my grandfather's gonna be pissed. They'd be like, who's your grandfather? I'd be like, the police chief or the fire chief, Raymond Coven. They'd be like, you're Raymond Coven's grandson? I'm like, yeah. They're like, go ahead, get going. Everybody else get arrested. I get to go home. Like, favoritism is a motherfucker, bro.
That shit is real,
I
man.
believe in using your resources, but that shit, that's gang activity. And that is the wrong gang activity. That's not nepotism. That's not nothing about that shit was okay to. That nigga was handcuffed, bro. Nigga, they walked this nigga in there crazy.
Yeah. I got a story, man. I was telling LaShawn about this story, and I hate to get into the whole depth of it just because I don't want to bring it back up or turn it into something. You know what I mean? Because people watch our fucking pod, man. But when, I got in trouble when I was a teenager and had to go to
vacation.
Yeah. A situation happened. You know what I'm saying? And one of the COs there literally put a hit out on me. I knew about the hit because I got called for a visit, and they call your name out on a loudspeaker in the reception rec yard. So when they called us to line up, you got to line up one behind each other. They won't even let you stand a little out of the line. Line up, they're on you. So when I'm lined up, this dude named Blake from Buffalo came up to me. Little dude, short dude, had curly hair on top, a little darker skin. He was like, yo, you pool? You Kurt Pool? I was like, yeah, what up? I'm still on my gangster shit, so I'm like, why you asking me my name type shit? He was like, yo, spin around with me real quick. I was like, yo, I got to get a visit. I got a visit. He's like, yo, you need to spin around with me real quick.
Right.
So I jumped out of the line. We spinned around one time, and during that spin, he said, a CO, he mentioned his name. He said, I don't know what you did to him. Blake wasn't from here. The CO he mentioned is from here. I knew the dude. He said, yo, he put a hit out on you, bro. He was like, he asking niggas from population to pop your top. That's what he said. He was like, just be careful. He said, you seem like a cool little dude. He was like, I was thinking you was some big gorilla dude, or, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a little nigga at that point, you know what I'm saying? So when he told me that, I got back in line after we spinned around one time. I got on the visit, not going to speak on who I came on the visit with, but I informed this individual, like, yo, the weirdest shit just happened. So I had this person call my mom. My mom called my uncle that worked in Southport. Whoever, I don't know if it was my mom or my uncle that made a call, but they got me out of Elmira immediately and sent me downstate.
Yeah, because they got niggas from Elmira working in Elmira. Like,
That shit was the spookiest
that
shit.
ain't cool.
But that's how it works, though. You know what I'm
It was
saying?
spooky.
Like, nigga, you gonna work eventually. So when you first get hired on
They
as
send
a
you.
prison CO, they send you wherever they need people at. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
but the reality is some of the people,
Trying to get back home.
some of the people go there. So like y'all is young, you might go somewhere and be like, oh, this ain't that bad, and now your family lives there, and now that's your community. You know what I'm saying? So that's happened up here a lot too. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the older people that want to get back to here, that live around here. So it's gonna happen that you're gonna have people that's we went to school with.
It's
and
an
you go to-
abuse of
and-
power. You know what the fucked up part about it is? I was telling LeSean earlier, like the dude that did that, I never did anything wrong to him.
I was just about
You know
to
what I'm
ask
saying?
that.
Like I didn't do anything wrong to him. It was a clear abuse of power. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take the story a little even deeper. At one point, I got pulled out of my cell and had to speak to this dude before I left Elmira. And obviously somebody said something to him because when he pulled me out of my cell, it was probably like 11, 12 at night. So on these cells, I was at like the 5th out of 6 at the end of the cell tier. The niggas that was on the tier with me, I told the one on the right and left, like, yo, because over time you build rapport with these niggas and you're like, yo, this is what's going on, some crazy shit. This is the paranoid situation I'm in. And I'm telling niggas like, yo, if these niggas kill me, this is what happened. And this CO, because such and such told me such and such. So I promise you, he by himself pulled me out of my cell, which means he wasn't the one that unlocked the cell door. Because when they open my cell, I step out, look right, he's at the end of the tier.
Right.
So out of nowhere, which is irregular, he pulls me out. As soon as I step out and I start walking towards him, the niggas that was on the right and left of me was like, yo, bro, yo, you gonna be all right, man. Like, these niggas is gangster niggas in prison for some shit, but they're telling me like, damn, the shit you was telling us is
true.
actually coming to fruition. He pulled me to the end of the tier, took me off of the tier, and was like, yo, I never said I was gonna do this. I never said, oh, who told you that? I was like, none of that is even
Yeah, fuck all that.
relevant. I was like, the fact is that, it is what it is, and nah, do you need anything? You need anything with me? Yeah, if you can get me some soap or some deodorant or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna give him any conversation because I already knew it was real. Right. And after that, they got me the fuck out of there. So he got confronted about that whole situation. That's some real shit. That's 100% factual. It happened. You're in a position where you have no power. You're locked in a fucking cage. Somebody wants to do something to you. They thought they was slick enough to do it in a way they're used to doing it. And it just didn't happen the way they thought it would happen. He would have much likely seen me get my face split open and then have to come back to Elmira with a cut on my face or some shit. You know what I mean?
But that's the abuse of power that happens all over, whether it's the police, whether it's the COs in prison, or even the COs at local jails.
Yeah, but my niggas pressed them about that shit too, since, my niggas pressed them about that while I was gone.
Yeah.
They pressed them about it.
We
And Zamboni's right down the street.
I was gonna say, we pull up at your crib.
Round and Third used to be Zamboni's.
Yep.
They pressed them about it. And it was a situation. My pops was even there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was on some shit. Like, this is some. That's how real it got. Even my pops was there.
If y'all get a chance, look up that video of when they put these college kids in prison as inmates and guards. That psychological shit that happens, it's almost inevitable.
College kids in prison.
They put them as it's a prison experiment. So they put some kids as a guard and some kids as a inmate, but they're all blindfolded, so they couldn't identify each other. And you will see the abuse. You'll see the COs that don't want to do it but go with it because everybody's doing it.
Yeah,
shit like that.
Going with the flow type shit.
That's like the same shit between the blue eyes and brown eyes experiment.
I never heard of that.
So what happened was there's this old white lady that's like a race psychologist, and she was trying to explain how black people feel to white people.
I know you're talking about. She be on talk shows and shit.
Yeah.
Yo,
So what she
goes
did was
hard,
she separated the blue-eyed people and the brown-eyed people, and was talking like gave a fake study of why blue-eyed people are smarter, more productive in society than brown-eyed people.
Brown eyes, right?
Word.
Yeah, and then they started literally fighting over it. Like, you ain't smarter than me, bitch. I got a PhD, blah, blah,
Damn.
whatever. You know what I mean? And then she stopped and was like, all that shit that I said, made up.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's all made up.
Fake
Now-
experiment.
Fake experiment. Now you
Look
see
what it
why
did to
the
you.
people that feel that way feel that way.
So what was it? Programming type shit or?
It
What's
was
that
no,
lady's name, man?
it was
She
a
is
female.
good.
It was just like a race study.
Damn.
Like I forgot what the chick's name was, but like
she's
literally the
good.
blue-eyed people, like after they got the fake facts that the lady gave them, was
The
like,
nephew
oh yeah,
facts.
this is nephew facts is facts. They was talking about I was waiting for the button.
It's too far. I was looking at the box like,
No, like they literally just started like,
Yeah.
no, we're better than you. Like our eyes are like blue-eyed people are better. Like we're just
based on the
superior.
information they were given.
You know,
Yes.
that comes from insecurity. If you feel like you like
Yeah,
kind of
that's
compare
sad.
yourself to somebody else to be better than somebody. Like I know I'm the shit, and it doesn't have nothing to do with if I'm better than the next person.
Yeah, it's
or
not like a.
It's like
It's not like a. I include other people into my
Yeah.
self-security.
Nobody-
It's like I feel this way because if you feel bad about yourself, you feel bad about yourself for some reasonable, logical shit that you need to correct about yourself.
I never had to have somebody else inferior to me to feel
Real
like
shit.
I was.
You know what I
that
say
person.
about that quote? How I
Real
say it?
shit.
It's like if I get this Ferris wheel and I've only wanted a Ferris for my whole life.
Yeah.
And you go get a whole theme park, I don't give a fuck.
I wanted the
just wanted the Ferris wheel.
gangster.
Being
But you're doing
content.
all this shit to compete with me.
Yeah.
And I really won. Because I got the thing I've been wanting my whole life.
Yeah, but what happens is not everybody is as strong-minded as everybody in this
Yeah.
room.
You gotta learn.
That's
So,
heavy.
so when you
gratitude
tell a
is the
group of
biggest
people they're better than a group of people,
Yeah.
That's what they want.
30 out of
too.
them 40 people are gonna believe that shit. 10 out of them are gonna be like,
Well-
"What the fuck you mean?"
Well, the thing too that also sometimes works individually. If you're working at a job, you could have like even with my job, it comes with tiers. You know what I mean? Like I'm at the bottom tier.
Yeah.
Well, there's classes
so-
and everything.
Yeah, but that don't make it right. You know what I mean? It's
I
like,
mean, that's just the way society's built. Like, if there wasn't classes, everything would flow smooth.
So how
like,
can
people
you?
have to?
So how can you say you'd be cool with no police if you believe in the tier system?
I believe in classes. I don't believe.
Yeah,
in,
but it's the same thing when it comes to having policing because at different levels of classes,
They put
different
themselves
levels
above
of
you.
things happen where you need different resources.
I think that's apples and oranges. I feel that's a,
I
that's
don't
a, that's a
know.
lot
You
different.
eat both of them.
I feel like that's
Nah,
a
he
lot
don't eat
different.
no fruits, bro.
Yes, he do. That nigga eat
Cakes
fruit.
and pies, motherfucker. Cakes and pies.
We got to change it from apples and oranges to
cakes and pies.
Let's pull up each other's pedometer and see who's,
what the
who's
fuck
walked
is a
more miles.
pedometer? Oh,
he be
Let's see who
stunting
walked more
on
miles.
niggas,
He
man.
be saying them words.
Yo, this motherfucker.
I'm a tech
listen,
nigga.
I did
figure
damn
a
near
way
100
out.
miles last week. Nigga,
So
stop
listen,
playing with me.
so
What?
listen, so listen.
100 miles.
Real
100
shit.
miles.
He just started this shit.
I didn't just start.
Nah, he be walking like a motherfucker.
When I leave here, I'm finna walk.
I need to get on my shit.
I walked here.
I ain't been in the gym
winter
since that shit happened with my styloid process shit.
The
I
what?
ain't- because my doc was like, it takes up to 6 weeks for it to chill out. He said, I'm not saying stay out of the gym for 6 weeks. He said at least take a couple weeks to let it heal up from the initial injury.
You said thyroid?
Styloid. It's some shit
Styloid.
that I never heard of.
Me neither. That's why
When I
said
was in
what?
the ER, the ladies, the nurses couldn't explain it to me. They just gave me a printout like, we gotta
Read
send
this
you,
shit
we gotta send you
and
to
take it
an
how
oral
you
surgeon,
want.
and so I looked it up.
Oral surgeon?
Yeah, and then I talked to the surgeon, and because what it is they gotta go through to get back here, but they have to go through your mouth to
That's
get back
crazy.
there. Yeah, it's some super rare shit, bro. But because I didn't want to,
You a special nigga.
bro,
That's a
yo,
fact.
you. I'm not even gonna say what
nigga
T
look
said
like
to me,
Pedro.
man. Bro, he said some shit. He said, I was like, when I told him about that shit at the program, because I had to take off for a couple days, and I explained what it was. He was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's the same shit I said. I said, this shit is fucking crazy. He said, nigga, you always having to overcome some shit.
Yeah.
I said, yo, my nigga, I'm
And you
getting
do,
tired of
nigga,
that
and
shit.
you do.
Come back. Yeah, I remember that. He was like, what else you do? Die? That was
Yeah,
your
I
ass.
ain't want to say it. I ain't want to say it, but that's what he said though. And when he said that shit, I was like, That's how God built me, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they say they give you toughest soldiers.
yeah, but it
toughest
sucks, bro, because
Yeah, sure
to go in there and the motherfucking nurses and the doctor are afraid to talk to you because they don't want to tell you something accurate.
You intimidated.
Inaccurate.
You look
They don't want to tell you something inaccurate. Like, man,
Is he
don't
gonna
tell that
knock
nigga
me
that,
out if
bro.
I tell him?
And it was
gotta
me
do
and my wife in there, so I'm sitting here more chill reading the documentation, whereas Liz is like, well, you said this.
Right.
Is it this, or is it this, or is it this, or is it this? I'm like, baby, just wait till we see the, or no. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm used to going through so much shit. I don't have 100% faith in the healthcare system. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like,
they haven't given us a reason to.
that's some real shit. Man. But yeah, some weird shit. They're gonna take care of it, and I guess it'll be all right. I don't know, but it's
You
some
ever
weird
thought
shit.
about going to UK for your health, considering this shit's free?
Nigga?
Nah, it's not free because you have to be a UK citizen.
Yo.
That's what somebody.
And there's
Hoodie.
a waiting list.
Passport. That's what we're gonna call your passport. Do you
Passport,
think? Do you think I can go?
Nah, never.
Yeah, you can go
UK?
to the UK.
What do I gotta do?
You just got to get your passport. So you can.
Although you might be, as a felon, you might be barred.
Chill,
Nah,
son. We ain't never say that on the show.
You
trying
literally
to
just said
call
that
me
like
out?
13 minutes ago.
Now I was talking about somebody else that looked like me.
So he can go to the UK.
Steve.
We can't go.
That nigga
I don't
said
know if they're gonna let
Steve.
you. I don't know if they're gonna let you in China
Yeah,
because they only let me. I got a 144-hour pass.
but he had to do an eating contest. What you eat?
Forgot
Yeah.
they did that.
Yeah, I had to
can't
get
just
nail
go-
it.
So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
so like my
with
wife,
another
so like my wife
prosthetic.
and my daughter, they have a 10-year Chinese passport. They have a Chinese. They have their Chinese citizenship.
Yeah.
So
No,
they
the
can.
fuck they don't.
Yes, they do,
You
motherfucker.
can't, they do
Is
not
it-
have
it's
Chinese
a
citizenship.
temporary-
Bro,
A temporary?
next time you come over, I'm gonna go get their passport, and you can see that they literally have.
Bring it
like,
to the pod
You
next
can't,
time.
bring
Yeah,
it. You
nah.
can't get citizenship in the country.
But what I'm saying,
That's a certain
Oh
point.
yeah, that's real. That's real.
but
you have to be from
maybe the
outside
citizenship
of the
isn't the
country.
right word.
I think countries.
Okay.
But they,
Okay, yeah.
it might citizenship might not be the right word.
They have a
but,
pass.
but they can go back and forth to
10
China
years.
with no restrictions for any amount of time. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
And you gotta clear your shit.
Nah, I can't go. I can only go for 144 hours because of my criminal history.
That's
What's
because you
that,
went
like
over there and
6,
ate
7
everything
days?
at the
he
motherfucking
gonna
place.
fuck up
nigga.
their economy.
Nah, but
and eat so much.
Nigga went
Nah,
over
so I
there. They
can-
had 32
so-
pounds of shrimp at one spot.
Word
When
up.
that nigga hoodie left, it was 18 ounces of shrimp left.
You ate more than your ration. There.
But nah, so
140
So you
hours
eat
is
like Killer Whale.
5
You got
days.
God.
Killer whale.
Is it?
yeah, something like that.
Oh, they give
Killer
you a
whale
week.
passport.
6 days. Yeah, it's like 6 days. You can like 6 days. They allow me to stay, and then when I had to stay there, I had to show them my flight leaving. I had to show
Why
them
you're
why
here.
I was there. So I'm like, yo, I'm here for these 3 tours for these 3 different days.
Shit.
Oh, I got a serious
Where
question.
you at, bro?
Because I know you. So you didn't smoke or get high the entire time you were in China.
Nope.
That's crazy.
Believe you me,
Because he
brother.
gets high off of eating
Man,
people.
I don't
Nah,
think that's.
like
Yo.
G shit. Like so.
This is dog, nigga.
So we was going for so on
I
that
ain't never had that pit
Nigga,
bull.
that's that chihuahua. Nigga, that shit is crazy.
so on that trip we was gone for 19 days.
You could stay there for that.
So on that trip we were gone for 17 days. My bad. So we were in Phuket, Thailand, where we stayed at like this resort. It was more of like, I don't want to call it jungle, but it was more of
Safari.
a resorty area. So like when we went off the resort, it was like when you talk about third world countries, when you see the motherfuckers where there's 8 people on one little scooter and they got
Yeah.
their groceries and all that.
Gangsta shit.
That's exactly what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was
Do you think that China had something to do with COVID?
hell yeah. It
Oh,
came
of course.
It came
They
from
don't.
there.
Yeah.
They don't let you expose
What you
that
ni-
type of
hold
shit.
up, hold
do
up,
they?
hold up.
Don't
we
say
can't
that
let
too
this
loud 'cause
go.
you'll never go back. And either way you are.
You nigga. All right. So who thinks China has something to do with COVID? I do too. I'm just afraid to say it.
It started in Wuhan. It's already proven.
Wuhan, yeah.
But
that's
Didn't
where the
they come from, like
laboratory
eating
was.
a bat or some shit like
but
that.
yeah, nah. So
Did you eat
It
any
wasn't
bats when you were
bullshit.
there?
nah, but it was weird because
Sauce?
we was all nervous because that's a conversation that we talked about the whole time.
What?
I'd have tried it.
What are we gonna eat? What are we not gonna eat?
Well, in
So, because
China-
like my wife,
I
because
tried,
so
dog.
like when we
Wasn't
went
no
to
Marshalls in China.
when we went,
Well, I was
so,
gonna say in China they call
try it?
Chinese food food. Niggas, you
Yeah.
just go get food.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
because when we in Thai,
that-
so when we
that's
went to
fucked
Phuket at our resort, they had different restaurants.
Yeah.
So we went to this Mexican restaurant, but there was no Mexicans there.
Did they
It
have
was
any
all-
African, did they have any black restaurants there? Like
no,
soul food?
no soul food.
That's
so
fucked
then
up.
when we went to Bangkok,
Soul food.
when we went to Bangkok, we went the first
No
night.
duty.
We went to this we
He
went to
be
this
on it,
restaurant
though.
and they had chicken wings.
Was that your favorite city?
Nah, Beijing was my favorite because of the Lost City and Tiananmen Square.
So
That
what
shit was
cities did
dope.
you go to though?
We went to Phuket, Thailand.
Yeah.
We went to Bangkok, Thailand.
What
and
one
then
is that?
Bangkok.
What?
Bangkok is where you go like
Nah, but so our first night. Nah, but so this is our first night in Bangkok. We went to this restaurant like that was right down the street because we got a loft apartment.
Yeah.
So we went to this restaurant that they recommended to us. Right. So I ordered chicken wings. I'm
You
like,
go to a
damn.
nigga restaurant.
I'm like, you can't fuck up chicken wings.
Shit.
Them shits was like them shits was like the wings that we
Chill,
got from.
chill.
We don't talk
Yeah,
about that.
tell-
Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that.
We gotta get the
I
sense.
seen the
got you,
pictures.
I know
Don't
what
talk
you're
about it. See, don't leave that alone.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna tell you after. I'm gonna tell you after. So you know, there's a restaurant out here that giving you little ass chicken wings like this. I ain't gonna call out no names, but you know what I'm
Just
saying.
get your practice on, sir, just in case. Cause
So
What was you saying?
Nah, I got chicken wings and it was like this
Yeah.
big. So I was like, yeah, I'm not eating those. You know what I'm saying? So all I ate was like shrimp
nigga, that
and
was
rice.
raccoon ankles they served you.
Word up. So on the way back,
Adam eating cartilage.
so on
and
the
shit.
way back,
Right.
we walking. Now this is when I had this is when I
possum
had my
pussy.
boot. This is when I had my boot when my leg was fucked up. Was,
Yeah.
you
You
know,
still got the boot and your leg's still fucked up. You ain't
So-
even got a leg.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
When I go home, your
I'm
wife
surprised
gonna
you ain't
rub
go to IHOP.
your auntie gonna rub it for me when I get home.
This thing, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, y'all ain't shit, man.
So listen,
Shit, man.
Yo, you see
So listen, right?
He wanted to slap, bro. That's his problem.
That's what made it even funny.
So-
Just say that shit, kill all shit.
Nah, but for real. So we leaving the restaurant and we walking down the street and something runs over my wife's foot. And my wife is mad scary as it is. You know what I'm saying?
Like an animal rodent.
It's something ran over her foot. And so my nigga, so we look, so we had our cell phone and we flashed the light over there. Like my nigga, like these rats were like the size of like
Dogs.
2-liter water bottles, my nigga. Like there was like this.
You think
big.
they not eating the motherfuckers?
So that's what. So that was my point. So that's my point. When I got the chicken wings were mad little. So I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not eating those. You know what I'm saying?
But Sean,
It's
you
like-
ever been to China?
No, I ain't never been over
They
there.
get you close to
I had an option to be stationed in Korea for 4 years. I didn't take it.
Nah, Korea.
Fuck that shit, huh?
Korea is all right though. Seoul is nice. Seoul is real nice.
Yo, would y'all try dog?
I feel like I've had it before.
Here's, hold on. Here's my question.
Yo, I feel
if
like
you've been eating
Yo, you
something
hear
for
me? You hear me?
years, yo, if you've been eating something
I
for
just had this
years
feeling.
and that shit is delicious, and somebody came to you and told you that Kung Pao chicken that you loved for the last 10 years was actually cat, you gonna stop eating it?
You have no idea
No, I
what's
am,
in
I am.
McDonald's.
I'm still
You
down
gonna
to
stop?
daily.
Me personally, I'm going to catch some cats.
Why you gonna put?
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
Nah, see, because I think I would freak out.
All right.
Y'all heard
So
that
listen,
theory?
we running late, but I want to say this.
I gotta get my phone from my
I want to
couch,
say this.
Yo, we before we get out of here, I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say, bro. But can we talk about the UFO shit for 5 minutes?
Yeah,
before y'all
definitely.
Yeah, but hold on. Let me.
What was you- yeah.
There's that theory where McDonald's has contracts with hospitals, so it's like why they got like all them dead,
I don't wanna hear
people
that
that died.
Oh,
They
nah.
probably take them,
I don't
serve
wanna
it in
hear
that
Come on,
food.
let's not say that.
We don't
'cause
know.
If I get hungry at the end of this, that nigga
sir love McDonald's,
I gotta
boy.
go to McDonald's.
If that's the case, a lot of motherfuckers
So
got
listen,
brolic off of
real quick,
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm still gonna eat a Big Mac. I'm gonna be honest
So
with you.
real quick before we
That
talk about the
that
UFO
motherfucker
shit.
sandwich name was
I
probably
need a double
Mac.
quarter pounder.
So when I was young,
Huh?
when I was young,
Yeah.
Watch
You
the
know,
table though.
I lived with just
Think left.
right here.
when
Yeah,
I
got
was
it.
young, I lived with my grandparents for a little bit. And so one day I came home
My phone.
and my granddad, he ain't never really cooked. You know, when you know them old school black people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times it was the grandma or the mom that cooked. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, my grandma, she was the cooker of the family. So one time my granddad had cooked, and so I'm like, damn, that, you know, it was roast and potatoes and carrots, and I was like, yeah, that shit busting. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he found it, Dev. So, you know, I eat 3 bowls of the shit. He had, you know, it was the roast with the vegetables and the potatoes, white rice. I mashed 3 bowls of it. So my grandma comes in, I help her get the stuff out the car. She said, I'm about to cook for you right now. I said, nah, I'm good. Granddad cooked. So she said, you ate what your granddaddy cooked? Yeah. I was like, yeah. So all of a sudden, I go in there, they in there arguing.
Bro, you tell stories like a female.
Ain't nothing happening.
Get to the fucking point, bro.
Ain't nothing happening. I was sitting over here like,
ain't nothing. Moral of the story is,
the nigga was possum.
He made raccoon. And that shit was delicious. It
was good.
The shit was delicious.
You ever seen a raccoon skin?
I love raccoon, bro.
If he would have made it again,
nigga, I be watching The Walking Dead every day, bro. Like
I love raccoon.
I watched the whole shit twice, and then I started over again.
It's greasy.
Fire.
They be eating whatever the fuck they catch.
However you ate it, because mine was.
Everybody says that about my bad. Let's go to the UFO.
Nah,
my bad.
What you saying? How you eat?
Yeah,
raccoon?
I eat a lot of shit. I asked them if they ever had squirrel, but.
Nah. Yeah. I think the only
my grandma used to cook
animal
squirrel and shit,
I
though.
ate was
I never ate
alligator.
that shit.
Alligator's fucking delicious.
Yeah,
I've had alligator.
I've
fished for mahi.
I've had bear.
We've caught a shark. I've had bear.
Hold up.
Where you
I've
fish
had
for mahi in Elmira?
In Hawaii.
Right on Shimon River.
Yo, hey, actually, I'm glad you said that. I had my passport, and I need.
He was trying not to say
Hawaii.
That's what it was.
You don't need a passport.
You don't need a passport to go to Hawaii.
I need an
my
invitation
Hawaii.
from
is
you.
It's part of the U.S., bro.
I'm
Hawaii's part of the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get busy. I'll take
You want to fish? Go to the Keys,
It's
nigga.
not an
Isn't it?
Key West?
It's not
You
a
talking
state.
about
It's,
Florida?
it's U.S. territory.
Go deep sea fishing.
Only thing is,
Go deep sea fishing. Don't
Hawaii
go
is
to the
territory
Keys
or
with
is
the
it a
boat.
state?
It's a state.
Oh, it's a state. It's the
State.
49th state. I believe.
Canada's a territory, right? Or is it
No,
Canada?
Canada's just
Trump
part
talking
of-
this bullshit, though.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? First of all,
Canada's
honestly, bro, y'all niggas.
What's Canada?
Canada's a country that's part of North America.
Nah, there's some between U.S. and Canada.
Nah.
There's
Bro.
some.
A border, nigga.
A border.
We got a line, nigga, that you gotta cross.
Yo, we're in line right now, bro. I gotta go home. I cannot deal with y'all niggas right now.
Did y'all see what Trump was saying, throwing it in the air, how he'll make Canada 51st state? 50? Did I say that right?
That nigga just
51st.
saying
Nigga,
a
Canada.
lot.
First of all, they have to agree to it.
Yeah, but he
There's
been
gotta be
throwing that
war.
shit in the he been throwing it in the air just
But
like
Canada
oh,
can't be a state. There's 1,000 territories in Canada.
Yeah,
Facts,
he
nigga. Nova
bullshit.
Scotia, all that shit.
Quebec.
They gotta have
basically
100 and
he
something
was
states.
saying that they're so reliant on what
Nah,
we do
North
for
America.
them, and he's such a muscular dude in politics that he'll take Canada and we should make it the 51st state. Look it up when y'all leave here.
Nigga, if they're gonna make anything the 51st state, it should be Puerto Rico.
And first of all, I'm tired of this nigga just saying bullshit.
Yeah, he be
sometimes.
saying shit.
He be saying
That nigga
bullshit.
just be talking, bro.
Like, nigga, that's impossible.
First of all, wait a minute. First of all, we not gonna attack Quest Uncle Donnie without Quest
Being
here
here
to defend his uncle.
They fuck around, drop a
All
missile on the building.
You know what I
nigga.
mean? You know, you got Quest gonna be outside with his metal hat, getting signals from Donald Trump.
They fight with drones now. They gonna drop a bomb from a little ass drone on the building. Why
Where the
we
fuck
down
these
here?
mics
talking?
I'm
Look,
100%.
at?
I'm 100% positive this nigga Quest got a escape room. 100% positive. Somewhere
He better
buried,
let me
somewhere
know
by his
about it.
house. He's got an underground layer, bro, with dry food in that motherfucker.
So what about
In
this
a
5
squat
minute
thrust
thing?
machine.
UFOs?
Ain't nothing wrong with an escape room.
You want to have a 5 minute on UFO?
Yeah, yo,
All that's down there is dry
What
food,
you say he
water,
be
and a
doing?
squat.
I said Quest got an escape room
You
with
ain't
dry
shit,
food and a
son.
squat thrust machine.
ain't shit. Ain't no ventilation in that motherfucker either.
That nigga be in them army packets doing squat thrusts all
That's
day,
crazy,
yelling at his wife.
bruh.
Hurry up, bitch, do the squat thrust.
What you're not gonna do is talk about my brother when he's not here.
Yo,
That's what you're not gonna do.
So we do got to get out of here shortly, right? Very good pod. How long? What that timer say? So,
2.
Oh yeah, we out of there.
2:12.
Damn.
Yeah, we went all the way to 9:05.
I guess I don't really do
Well,
much
because I
during
did
the week,
start
so it's
I
like
did start this before we
soon
started
as we start-
actually recording. It was
damn.
probably like 10, 12
No,
minutes.
I'm
before.
at 2:12. I'm about to be 2:13.
Yeah,
Sorry, right
definitely
after I
good
did.
two
So
and a half
we'll say
hours.
we'll say 2 because we shot the shit for 10-15 minutes beforehand.
Bet.
It's at
All right.
It was not 9 minutes.
So, bless you, brother.
Bless.
Bless you, nigga. So
That nigga's allergic to toes.
Bless you, nigga.
That nigga tired of saying that shit. He said, yo, my nigga, stop fucking sneezing.
Yeah, nigga, bless you, nigga.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That nigga,
So-
that
How
nigga
many
nephews.
blessings you need?
That nigga nephew.
Don't come back, bro. Shut up. Just be
All
over
right,
there.
all right. So look. So the other day when me and Lee Den was in session, we was talking about this whole UFO alien shit, right? And I asked him, since you're in the military, what are your thoughts on it? Because in my opinion, they have a more tapped in view of what's going on from the inside out as opposed from the outside in, even if it's not a directly tapped in source. They see shit that we're never going to be privy to. You know what I mean? He said some deep shit to me that I never thought about. And it was about when you said something about them
Integrating them into this is like
talk about that shit, please.
Because I feel like as far as the government, anything that's been here, any other life forms, any other beings, they've already been here, and now they're just slowly revealing the information. So it's about sort of allowing it for people to digest the information and saying, well, yeah, we don't know what this is, but yeah, there's that there. Like, if they didn't know what it was, they would shoot it down, investigate, But the fact
That's what I was telling them last week.
We
Like,
both said that.
with no
gangsta
questioning.
you would
and-
shoot that shit down.
Hell yeah, if a nigga walked in my crib and I didn't know him, like I'm shooting him.
So I feel like this shift is coming where they're gonna start making it more normalized, and we're gonna have alien lives, and it's gonna be about what are their alien rights and where they're gonna
They
live.
still gonna have more
Nigga, we
rights
ain't
than
even
black
They're gonna have
people.
more
Yeah,
rights than
right,
us. They're gonna get a homeowner before me.
That's what he said, and that was the deepest shit because it was so real. He was like, yo, these motherfuckers are gonna get housing before I'm gonna be able to get housing.
Oh, yeah,
Now
look at
think
the
about
illegal
it. If our
aliens.
government is that comfortable with these entities, because obviously if they are in communication at all, it hasn't been as of last week. It's been years in the making.
Oh yeah,
So you've developed a way to integrate them, like you said, into society, which would mean
Mexicans.
Where that
Illegal
beat button?
aliens,
Where's
nigga.
that beat button?
Didn't people
Nah,
come over?
Nah, but on some G shit.
My bad.
But I mean, but on some G shit.
I mean,
though,
have you ever seen them put a roof together?
They
That's
do it
that's,
fast.
that's otherworldly, bro.
Niggas
That's some shit not seen on Earth, bro.
Nah, but on some G shit though, he's dead ass right because when you think about it, and I'm not, and I know Cap gonna cut this part off, but the alphabet done got more rights in the last
Nah,
10
but
years.
that's a real good
than-
example.
The alphabet done got more rights in the last
Yeah,
5
you're right.
years than black people have in the last 20.
That's not.
The
that
last
ain't-
400.
That's true.
Besides marriage, that's not true.
I'm trying to
That's
marry
true.
an
What-
alien.
What the
That's
fuck
whole
could they
hate
do now that
crime.
we ain't
If,
been
if,
in
I go outside, if I go
Yeah,
outside
please, 'cause
and I
it's
call
getting
one of
hot.
the alphabet people
A slander.
a slander, I can go to jail for a hate crime.
Yeah.
But they can call me a nigger and then
No, they
police-
can't.
Yes,
That's
they
a crime,
can.
too.
No, it's
Nah,
not.
Yes,
That's
it
hate
is.
crime.
It's
Yeah,
not
it
as
is.
prosecuted.
Yeah,
If he
it
calls
is.
you that shit,
First
he
of all,
punches
you got
and
freedom of
call the
speech.
police, nigga, you
So
going
if
to
it's
jail.
not fighting
Yeah.
words, you're fine. If it's not fighting words, you're fine. I can go out there and call everybody a F, G, Q, elemental,
To be honest, there's
suck
no
my
such
dick.
thing
I
as
can call them
fighting.
whatever I want to call them, bro. And this is not a
Let me ask you a question though.
No
Let
such
me
thing
ask you.
as
Let me
fighting.
ask
So
you a
could I
question.
call them Transformers?
Let me
Yes.
ask you. Now let me ask you a
And
question
if
though.
they piss on themselves, they leak tranny fluid. You can say all that shit, bro.
Bro.
My bad.
So if so see that's that. So see my shit don't be that bad. It's bad as
Yeah, you ain't
hell.
hitting
You know
niggas
what?
like that
You
like
can't
that.
even get the center button.
You know, my shit don't even be that bad.
Nah.
So niggas got mad at me because I said, yo, so if your epileptic friend had a seizure in the bathtub, what you gonna do?
Throw your clothes in that
Throw your
motherfucker.
laundry in the motherfucker.
They can shake that bitch out like this.
Yo,
Shit
y'all
got dirty.
niggas.
This shit got
Wrap
dirty
this
real
bitch
quick,
up.
nigga.
First of all,
We're supposed to be
UFOs.
talking about UFOs.
Right, how the
How
fuck
do we get to
the
this?
laundry? That's crazy. Hey, blame that nigga, bro. He only, I got all my
Because the
feet.
laundry just look like spaceships.
I
Let
got
me
all
ask you
my
a question.
feet.
Do you guys think that in the near future or even distant will be introduced into any extraterrestrial?
Men in
life
Black
form?
is real.
Yeah, I do.
And what are your thoughts on that?
I
before
just
we
think
get up
that
outta
the
here?
universe is so fucking big that we can't possibly be the only. That I mean, that's just my view. Like I know how big the universe is. I believe in science.
I'm saying you said something about the ocean too.
That's where
Something
it
that I
all
never
lives.
really think about. I mean,
That's where.
But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
like
like
how
the-
deep it is. Like
We
look at
never
how many different.
We never
They're
explored
finding-
the entire ocean.
Yeah, just look how many
70%.
different species they find, bro.
It's
in the
70%
ocean
in the
every
earth,
year.
and we only know like 5%
Yeah.
of the 70 of the whole fucking earth.
Also, like all those cities that are underground from floods that have been abandoned.
Yeah.
Maybe some life form adapted under there. You know,
Had to.
That's definitely possible.
There's some life forms down there that can only survive down there.
Yeah.
that
Word
we
up.
haven't
They
came in
can't get to the
contact
light.
with.
I mean, because we can't get down there.
Facts.
So we're a life form that can only survive in this environment.
Oh,
so
that's
what's
deep, just like a fish.
Right.
so what's the I mean,
some fish can't get down there.
word up.
That's the
Most,
other
because the
part.
pressure is so.
Literally. And you ever seen what happened to fish that come up from there?
Like from way deep down.
Yeah,
Nah.
their eyes is blown out they head. You gotta pop
Oh,
them
like the
in,
pressure.
Yeah, 'cause
let
of the
their air
pressure.
rise.
Like
Yup.
Total Recall.
It's called like baritone.
Oh
or
yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
shit.
So
when the
no,
eyes
that's
got
the
mad big.
Yeah.
So that's the same. That's
I'm
the
about to watch that shit when I get
that's the
home.
shit that I was.
The
that's
new one or
shit
the
that I
old
was going
one?
through when I was
What's
doing
that?
the
What's it called?
Classic,
the
nigga.
hyperbaric chamber. It's the,
Okay.
That's like what I was going through with the hyperbaric chamber. It's the same situation as far as that. Like it takes 15 minutes to get me to the pressure that they wanted. So it's like
and you got to do it slow. You
so
have,
you have to do it. It takes 15 minutes from the start. It takes 15 minutes to get me to the pressure that they want to do, and then they pump me to pump the thing full of oxygen
They pump
for
you?
2 hours. And then it takes 15. And then it takes 15 minutes to get from
just get
that pressure
hyperbaric pump. This is
back
crazy.
to where
Hyperbarically pumped.
to
nigga, that's
where
crazy.
we are right here. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
nasty.
you're right, because even when you go deep sea diving, you have to go. Even submarines and all that shit, they have to go to a certain level
And then
to
change
level
shit.
off. Then they
Yeah.
have to go to another certain level and level off because of the pressure that the
Changes.
ocean, the pressure.
So what-
They
changes.
say
But
the,
check
the
this
bottom
out.
of the ocean is like 11,000 elephants on you. And you
Check
can
this
try
out,
swimming
right?
that.
Check this out. I feel like the aliens have already been here, just hidden in plain sight.
Facts.
And the reason why I can say that is because I seen Black China with no makeup on.
That's
You wasn't
crazy.
expecting that ending, was you? You wasn't expecting that ending.
That's crazy. That's the best way to end that shit.
Episode
78.
78.
Men in Black is real.
Yo, so
Here
what are we gonna
comes
do
the
if
Men
they,
in
they
Black.
get integrated with us? What are we gonna do?
I'm a fuck one.
I know how to
Oh, yeah.
make friends.
I'm getting the alien bitch.
Yo, you
I'm
hear that?
fucking one of
I
them.
know how to make friends.
She got 3 lungs. She don't need to come up for air.
Yo,
Facts. I hope she got 18 titties too, nigga.
Freaky boy.
Hey,
Yeah, 2 buttholes, bitch.
hey,
Come in.
if I tell my girl pull up, it's gonna take her. She gotta get her hair ready. Them aliens, they beam. They whoop.
Right
She
there,
right
right there.
Good to
Come
go.
Get,
Hey,
come get
hey,
the squeeze.
fly, Eagles
Good
fly.
to go. I
We
need
will
some
pick
of that
out
green
those asses
pussy.
this
You
week.
see how fast they come out the ocean and shit.
Damn, man. All right, I'll see y'all niggas next week.
I mean, y'all have a good
Peace.
night.
Oh,
Mindfulness, which is the practice of being aware of your thoughts and feelings in the moment. Mindfulness.
Yeah. Introspective. Collective.
we never know. Fuck if they don't want to listen to it. We never know.
If I could tell the old me one thing, what would it be? If I could lend him my eyes now, what would he see? Would that encourage the young me to become me? Question. Or discourage his path and run from me? Question.
We never know.
Question.
And it takes a man to understand.
Question.
Yo, my story self-explanatory.
80s baby, crazy maybe. Fell in love with my big cuz Chrome 380. That was life changing. Just to hold it in my palm felt so amazing. And just waited for a motherfucker to try to play me. Moving little packs, that's when I was little cap. Young nigga quick to scrap over disrespect. There's a story for every scar that's on my flesh. The worst scars are buried deep inside my head. So many late nights, mom telling me the way I'm living ain't right. Lights off, fridge empty, shit, this ain't life. Skinny nigga determined to get his weight right, and that I did. 16, bringing groceries in the crib, paying bills, I ain't had time to be a kid. No facial hair, but move like a grown man. Always been a leader, type to calculate the plan. If I could tell the old me one thing, what would it be? If I could lend him my eyes now, what would he see? Would that encourage the young me to become me? Question. Or discourage his path and run from me? Question.
We never know.
Question.
And it takes a man to understand.
Question.
Yo, my story self-explanatory.
80s baby, my mama raised me. Pops locked when I was young didn't faze me. Thinking maybe this what saved me. Following his footsteps wouldn't be this wavy. Taking flicks with him in his steak greens. Nobody asked me to say cheese. Wanna be like Mike and rap like Jay-Z. Fall in love with the process when you chase dreams. At 18, life in it for it started. Dropped out of college for a chick, you retarded, nigga. You a target, nigga. What's done is done. Not here to argue with you. You was young and dumb and sprung, my nigga. Don't fret, hold your head. You the one, my nigga. Your brain big. Cause we know the game's rigged, and you wouldn't even know it if I ain't say shit.
If I could tell the old me one thing, what would it be? If I could lend him my eyes now, what would he see? Would that encourage the young me to become me? Good question. Or discourage his path and run from me? Good question. We never know. Good question.
And it takes a man to understand. Hey, yo, my story self-explanatory.
The year was 79 when my parents conceived me. March of 1980, my mother freed me. Born in New Orleans, the Big Easy. Homer, Currency, and Lil Weezy. Papa old grimy ass, he did us greasy. Daddy ain't stick around, he didn't need me. I'd rather have no dad than a coward for a father. And life ain't so bad when your mama's a survivor. We moved to her hometown, a city called Amara. And that's where I was raised, that's where I became the man that I is. A real ass nigga that handle his biz and take care of his kids. Went up north in 07 for a bed and came home swollen looking like Ronnie Coleman. Shit done changed, man, it's strange when you touch down. Kids all grown up, even they packing guns now. Find out from your mans your chick is a slut now. But I ain't mad cause every bitch want fuck now. Caught that nigga had beef with and said what now? But now he smoke crack, begging niggas for bust downs. Ask around, your boy here is a beast. I spit hard cause I keep my ear to the streets. Stopping me's like stopping time from ticking. I'ma do what it do till I'm no longer living.
If I could tell the old me one thing, what would it be? If I could lend him my eyes now, what would he see? Would that encourage the young me to become me? Good question. Or discourage his path and run from me? Good question. We never know. Good question. Or discourage his path and run from me? Good question.